wizard, what do you see as you twist the tiles beneath our feet? What do you see?
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sticking around for this 3v3 tournament we've got going on tonight. This has just been unbelievable. These games that I've been seeing tonight are just blowing my mind, and I'm sure as we move forward into this next one, it's going to be a lot of the same and even more as the teams are actually joining up, so we're going to hop right into it. We do have G2 Esport, as their name says. No, G2 Esports against Deception. We know these guys, obviously, these RLCS guys. Look at that RLCS world champion looking so good.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, G2 Esports, amazing team. I'm sure if you have ever played Rocket League before, you've heard of them. Kenobi probably being a huge favorite here. But Deception, not a lot of people have heard of Deception, but they've done a great job actually. Just Friday, they were finalists in the Shift Pro League 3v3 tournament. And they're great players. We'll see what they can do against the G2 Esports squad.
Yeah, and making it this far, down deep into our quarters. I mean, that's obviously the mark of a good team. Is now, though early, we're seeing G2 pressure into the Deception zone over 0. Good job to powerfully hit that back down into the zone. Follows up on his own, but Vince is there. So we hear the Pirate on field spitting that booty. Kenobi there pushes for the 50-50. Lucinio follows up. Good job there Kronovi decides just to wait back, however. Good sense as it does come back down his own, but he misses the save. Wow, a very not characteristic miss by Kronovi as he was in position.
Yeah, maybe if Kronovi gone straight back to the goal, he would have been able to turn around and get that nice clear, nice easy save. But he jumped up to block the ball when it was at the highest of its peak. So he wasn't able to get up there, and it was a great shot by Corrupted Guy, taking a 1-goal lead against one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, that's got to feel good. They're going to want to ride that wave and try to stay on top of it. Now over zero pushes down in. Kronovi swooping along. Lachinio there as well. Great defensive play to push it back down into the zone. Over zero temporarily gets it down in, but he does get wiped out of the play. But Lachinio pushes up. Kronovi going in. Ooh, recognizes that he's not going to get that one and cancels himself out. Very good job there. Corrupted makes a save, but Kronovi all over him. Just doing everything he can to push that one and keep it down into the zone. Lachinio goes up. Ooh, Vince with a nice chip up to Corrupted. Can over zero get back? He can. Corrupted decides not to try and go for that one. Good decision as he takes another shot. Wow, that decision by Corrupted right there to not go for that ball and instead wait around and over zero put it right into his hands.
Yeah, Corrupted Guy doing such a great job, especially with that placement just over Kronovi at the very highest tip of that goal possible. Doing such a great job. Deception not having many offensive opportunities. G2 putting them into their defensive side time and time again. But, on the defense, G2 has been overextended. They're not able to get there in time. And that's led to 2 goals already against them.
Yeah, but it's still early. 3 minutes to go. Nice chip there. Over zero follows it the whole way. You knew they weren't going to take long to come back in this one as Kronovi, very powerful hit. Over zero watching the entire time.
Yeah, over zero with the great aerial redirect, just killing it down straight into the goal from the beautiful pass on the hands of Kronovi. That's what we expect to see out of G2 here, but we'll see if they can do it again. We see 2 goals already coming out from Deception. They get another clear. Oh, Corrupted Guy's AFK. Will this mean a goal for Lachinio?
Oh, can they keep it out? They can. Fireworks protecting his guy there. Corrupted. Wake up, man. Chat said Corrupted. Your power. He's gone now. Oh, man. Unfortunately, they're going to keep rolling here. See if they can do something. They're going to have to play very defensively, being down. Try to do everything they can. Oh, Lachinio does get the tie, taking full advantage of the fact that they're down a guy.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the ruling is with SPL. It might be, if it's past a minute, they might not get a restart here. Kronovi's actually offering a restart, so we'll see what these teams agree to or what is allowed in the rules. That man down, leading to a quick goal for G2, and it looks like it may come to a quick comeback from G2 and taking over the
right now, but judge from the chat, guys. We'll go to a quick break. It looks like they are going to give them a restart. So, yeah, thank these G2 guys for being cordial, and we'll go ahead and get a restart going, and we'll see what happens after this quick break. So please stick around, guys. Sorry for this difficulty. We'll be back in just a second. Being cordial, and we'll go ahead and get a restart going, and we'll see what happens after this quick break. Sorry about that, everyone. We are back. The teams are already joining back up. It looks like Corrupted Guy is back as well, so good to have him back, and I am glad to see that we're going to get a restart on that one. Looks like right now the teams are going to try to work out a little bit of something for themselves, so that's kind of good. They're going to play with the score that they've got, so we'll kind of try to roll with that one and follow along, but good on G2 for giving these guys a restart. So now we hop right back in, but right off the face-off, Corrupted with the quick shot. And it's 1-0.
Yeah, Deception and G2 have agreed to even the scoreline back up to where it was when he DC'd. Deception did have a 1-goal lead. G2 Esports had taken one back from, so it should end here at 2-1. Deception coming out probably stronger than we thought at first. These are very good players: Fireworks, Vince, and Corrupted Guy. Corrupted Guy coming up huge on his offensive plays, but we'll see what they can do. We'll see if G2 can bring that back this game.
Well, right now it looks like they're gonna actually get the score going for us, so that we don't have to have all this confusion right now. So they're gonna let the score play out and get those goals. Maybe.
Oh, they might be messing around.
Oh, they're gonna let the clock run down. Hey, all right, we'll get some Benny Hill going in the meantime. And this is a good time for me to actually mention our Discord channel, which we all hang out in. I don't know. I assume you're in there as well, Tom, because we've got you here. But great place to find some trading partners, and if you're looking for a game, you find some real high level play from some of the guys that are out there in our Discord. So yeah, please do !point Discord, as I can't even talk watching these guys. I'll be honest, I can't focus on trying to talk while I'm watching this tomfoolery that's going on in the field.
Oh, got him. Yeah, there's a lot of turtling going on, and if you wanted a professional analyst's opinion, they are screwing around. I think. Oh, actually, we see here on the side, the Corrupted Guy and Kronovi doing circles around each other, trying to get a demo. Not quite able to though. 4 minutes on the clock. 2-goal lead.
Right now. That laying down formation, almost like they're on the center field of a football field there. I think they're all watching the stars. Should we tell them that it's daytime? I'm not sure.
You know, they could be watching the clouds.
That's true. You know, maybe they're just sort of looking up there and picturing what the clouds could be. I don't know. It's Over0 now playing a little bit of a turtle style to steal that one from those cloud watchers.
All right, and it should be getting pretty close to that time. I'm not sure what exactly the time they agreed to start again, but currently, as we speak, Over0 and Luchino in control of this ball. Over0 looking to.
This is some great play. This is what you can expect to see from, you know, almost all of our PRL tournaments. This high-level play from the world champions, no less. Watch this goal as Over0 with the great pass from Luchino. Fireworks can't get there in time. Can you believe that goal from G2?
You know what, G2, the beautiful pass from Luchino, standing perfectly still, allowing Over0 to get there for that finish. Very close. You see the standing on end from the Deception defense. Not quite able to get there in time.
Yeah, as we now get rolling, we're going to have to jump back into this actual play here. Now Vince goes up. Good goal from them. Right out the gate, they capitalize and get that extension on their lead.
All right, all silliness aside, what a great pass from Fireworks. The ball coming so far away from the goal. Luchino not expecting that off the corner. And man, what a great capitalization from Vince there to finish that goal.
Yeah, still plenty of time though for G2. Just got to get back on the offensive side of things. Luchino pushes up into the corner. Kronovi, good job to follow, but Over0 takes the safe play to maintain back on defense. Luchino and Kronovi hover around mid, but all three guys now rotating back. Nobody wants that ball. Everybody kind of regaining their bearings and getting some boost as now Luchino cuts across. Vince, good job to intercept. Temporarily, that's down into the zone. Ooh, Corrupted now goes for the ball, gets it, but also gets completely demoed in the process. Corrupted over to his corner. Kronovi goes up through the air. Over0 as well, flipping around like we've seen him do. Luchino again playing it more safe, but he does miss there. Kronovi has to back him up just a little bit, as we're going to see now a push from Deception. Right now, this is a little bit uncharacteristic from G2.
Yeah, G2 actually letting Deception make these offensive plays and passes, just like now. Corrupted Guy, great pass to Vince, but they're not able to finish from Kronovi's defense. You see, G2 we need to see more offensive plays from them. Oh, just like that, what a close play across the goal line.
Yeah, these guys, like I said, they definitely have time. Kronovi, the tight angle shot, doesn't get it on net. Kronovi now following right behind Over Zero. Over Zero cuts in with Lachinio as Kronovi goes back. Now they do have an odd man break here if they can take advantage of it. Lachinio on net. Kronovi with the little flip doesn't really get a lot on it. Neither does Over Zero, and that allows Deception to clear it out. Now they push up to midfield. Surprising here is Over Zero now pushes. Oh, Deception decides to wait back. However, they want to make sure that they stay on top of this lead. They make a save, but only for a second, as now it does come back on goal. Fireworks and Vince both go up for that one, but they don't make them pay for it. Now, great pass from Lachinio over to Kronovi, but not on net. A little bit too quick for him. So now we're seeing a lot of pressure from G2 as they definitely want to get this next goal to pull within one. It's been all them in this last 30 seconds, but only a minute to go. They've got to get one here.
Yeah, they are down 2 points at 50 seconds left in this game. Their defense had a few lapses, and they gave Deception opportunities. Deception taking those opportunities, getting 3 goals in this game, and not letting G2 finish. It looks like G2 aren't going to be able to take this first game away from Deception. Oh, and that seals it. Fireworks with a great corner shot.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, that, like you said, is probably going to seal it. I think the key here is they just can't get the finish that they need. Good job by Fireworks to put that one on net with no one back. But they've got the pressure. They're just not getting the shots, those high percentage shots, those ones that are just really powerful and the ones that really come in. You're not seeing that. You're not seeing just get that ball on net. Great play overall, but nothing there. Now they can't get the ball out. Kronovi, the defense, as we often see from him, trying to do what he can for his team. Over Zero slows it down, but they've only got 13 seconds to go. I don't think they're going to have enough time in this one, as this has been a very, very good showing from this Deception squad. They're showing what they're made of. Like you said you'd cast them before. I don't know that I have, and right now they're looking very good against the reigning world champions.
Yeah, Deception doing such a great job on the offense, able to capitalize on the very few defensive mishaps from G2. The first goal, of course, Kronovi had gone up for a high save, but maybe it's the decision making by G2. Maybe they're a little tilted from losing the first game from Deception. Just letting Deception have a lot of pressure on them. You don't know what's going through their heads right now. But every time they make a mistake, they know exactly the mistake they've made. Their teammates are calling it out for them, and they're working through it as we speak. So I'm sure G2 are going to come back big in the second game. But Deception taking such good control of the first one. I really want to see them, come up big, make great plays against G2 again, like they did the first one, and take the second game. But G2, can't do that every game against G2.
No, definitely. I don't know if I want to say that was an anomaly. We'll have to see as we move forward into these next games, but they certainly did play well. Their defense was the story, I would say, for sure. Kronovi played a very good game on the other side, as I saw him all over the field, really. And we saw them play very well at times, really working well together. But sometimes they actually had lost, I think, some of that team sense. And if they can just get a little bit more going as far as the teamwork on the offensive side, make sure that they got a guy to follow up and things like that, going to be in a better opportunity. I mean, this one's far from over, that's for sure. So now we've got everybody back in. Looks like they're going to be lining up. We've got Lachinio going for it against Corrupted. Lachinio, good face-off hit. Off to the side just a little bit, not on goal. That starts off the offensive presence for this G2 squad. Vince pushes up, but Over Zero able to challenge back down in. Only for a second. Lachinio, however, nice upside-down flip to push it. You see all 3 guys at mid right now, making sure that they keep it out of the zone. Fireworks now back to Vince. Vince maybe caught a little bit off guard, has to do everything he can just to keep that one back from his net. Kronovi with a nice job getting that one on net. But right now, that was not really expected, as they had guys back, but just couldn't make the save.
Yeah, Vince trying to pop up that ball up midfield so his team could capitalize, but Kronovi too fast in the air, able to get up and over and pop that ball, make it roll in right into the goal over the Deception defense. But, Lachinio actually switched to the Octane. He left the lobby for a minute just to grab the Octane in between games. So maybe he just needs to switch something up, shake his head off of the previous loss and kind of reset. And it looks like they did that.
Good there. Yeah, Octane or not, I think he was going to have a good chance on that one, as he was left wide open. Fireworks and Vince go up for it. Vince actually passes that down to Lucinio. Certainly unfortunate, as now the quick 2-0 lead for G2. All of a sudden looking a lot different than that first game. See if Deception can do what they can to push back on this one. They find themselves down quickly. Kronovi, though, pushes it back down into the offensive zone. And there he is again to follow up. It was just him and only him. But that's all it took, is now it is a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, Fireworks trying to hit it to the corner so it can pop away from his goal. But it goes down. Hits the ground for just a split second. Since Kronovi's there, he takes the shot instantly. He's able to get it into the goal. The 3-0 lead. See, this is what we expected from G2 right at first. Deception coming up big the first game, but man, G2 not giving them the same opportunities this time.
Yeah, and that's why we play a series here. That's why we definitely don't just play one game. You see this often where maybe a team takes that first game, but they have trouble following up on it, as now we see more offense from Kronovi and his squad. But Overzero, can he get back? Oh, he does get back in time. Kronovi follows up with Lucinio as well. Thought that one was maybe going in, but wow, these guys, that desperation defense keeps the other team off the board. Now we're seeing both teams open up real wide. Fireworks back down. Lucinio, doesn't get it out as Vince pushes up, but no one there for Kronovi as he goes across. Kronovi gonna try to follow up his own wall hit. Doesn't have the boost to do so or the speed. But right now, this is looking like all G2, as Deception is having a very difficult time getting anything going on the offensive side. Kronovi, missed it there. Can they take advantage? Corrupted tries to push up, goes to the center, but Lucinio and Kronovi are back. No one there on offense for Deception, as we're seeing one guy push into the zone, mostly playing defensive, but right now being down. Not sure if that style is going to work for them. It is still deep in their zone. Nice block there. They came across Fireworks. Good job to keep that one off net. But again, they just can't get it past center. Kronovi's going to push it back to Lucinio. He reads that perfectly and then pushes it back down into the zone. All G2.
Yeah, G2 done such a great job controlling this game. Another demo coming out from Overzero, continually taking control of the ball. You know, Deception have tried to push this ball forward, try to get these desperate clears, and that's the textbook play that you need to have, the textbook play style you have when you're down like this. Try to get as many clears as you can. Hope for lucky shots. Look for lucky passes. And you see there are two people going in for the same ball. That's not what you're looking for when you're behind like this. Lucinio waiting in the offensive end for easy goals. And it doesn't look like Deception are going to bring it back against this very confident G2 team.
Yeah, the 2-minute mark, still down those 3 goals. Needing to get something going as Corrupted goes up against Overzero. He does get it in time, but Kronovi over Vince. Gonna get there as well. Fireworks, good job to push it, but only for a second, as now Lucinio pushes it back down into the offensive zone. Overzero goes up. Got some style on that one. Right now, mostly just hits for them. Not a lot of team chemistry, but it works out as Lucinio follows his own shot. Just a really, really good individual play. We see a lot of hard hits from G2. They sort of rely on their skill maybe more than anything.
Yeah, what a dunk from Lucinio there. Trying to get the clear there from Fireworks. He was inside of the goal. Great clear, or great save, but it was not a great clear because he hit it straight into Lucinio, who was flying past his net.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it was a really good save that was taken away from him. I feel fairly bad, as now this is a 4-goal lead from the G2 side. It's been all them in this game too, as they're looking to tie this series up. Overzero goes up. Vince up above the goal. Corrupted. On net, but Lucinio there to make the save. Overzero cleans up the crease. Good job there to do so. I don't know if you're going to have to go up, though. We're seeing a last-ditch effort from Deception, trying to get on the board, get anything going they can to maybe give themselves a chance in this one. Vince going up, playing very, very pressured here. Fireworks waits. Miss hit from Kronovi. Can they take advantage? Corrupted's going to get over there. Unfortunately, the defense is going to have a chance to get back. Lucinio going up against that corner. He likes that goal corner. I'm not sure if the post was good for him earlier in the game. I maybe missed it, but he really was liking that one. As we get going into the later stages, only 30 seconds left. I'm not sure if Deception's going to have enough time, as we now see them having to play defense back in their end. Lucinio trying to get that pass from Kronovi, but good defense there to just push it to the corner, but no guy to follow up, as it's just shot after shot from G2 all of a sudden.
Yeah, G2 just putting on the pressure, not letting Deception get back into this game. It would have been very hard for them to, as they did not have much time after G2 had gotten their 4th goal of this game. That's a nice aerial by Corrupted, but it's not going to be enough. They're just down too much. There's only 2 seconds left. Deception. For this 3rd game, I want to see them get high clears. High clears past the G2 team, who have very confidently been playing forward, rotating midfield instead of all the way back many times, and not always having someone in goal. Yeah, they may play more defensive when they get the lead, just to play safe, make sure they don't lose the game. But they were overextending a lot in that game, especially, and the first game. So if Deception are able to capitalize on that, to be fair, it is a weakness. It's not something that G2 do all the time. They don't always are overextended or always in the offensive end. But Deception need to find those opportunities, get good long clears, maybe get an aerial redirect or 2, and put it in the G2 goal. That's what I'm looking for in the next game.
Yeah, and we definitely saw a different story from them in that first game. I'm not sure what happened in the second one to kind of change things so much for them, but they played a lot better in that first game. We'll see if they can draw from that one and also draw from that last goal. I mean, if we kind of talk about that for just a second, that last goal they had was really good, actually. That corner pinch that you saw, and then it flew right up in front of the goal, and that was a very good job by, I believe it was Corrupted, to fly in. Yes, he has the goal there, to fly in and score that one real high up. So if they can just sort of make those sorts of plays on the offensive side, I agree with you. The defense is a little bit shaky from G2 that I've seen, and that could certainly come into play moving into this 3rd game. But G2 is such a good team. We've seen them close out so many teams in the past when maybe their backs have been against the wall. So we're going to see what can happen as we move into this 3rd and deciding game. It's such an exciting series in this tournament. Unbelievable tournament we've had so far for PRL here. Thanks everyone for being here and just enjoying this time with us in Pro Rivalry League and what we're doing here. I just can't believe the teams that we've been seeing. But right now, over 0. Keeping up the pressure for G2, pushes it over, just over in mid, however, gives Corrupted an opportunity to come down in, and that's a nice shot by Fireworks, as that really built off that shot by Over0 you saw, as it didn't do anything except glide through mid, and once Kronovi missed it, that was an opportunity for the other side.
Wow, Fireworks able to get just over Luchino there, Luchino not getting quite up fast enough. Fireworks predicting the bounce off the wall, that Corrupted guy had passed up to him, a beautiful backwards aerial shot into the goal. That's what they need. That goal showed that they're capable of goals like that. So if they just get maybe 1 or 2 more and then play really defensively, that's not going to win you the game. Luchino with a great angle from the right side.
Yeah, did you see that shot from Luchino? Reading that from Fireworks, Vince tries to go up but can't get there. Almost hits that post, but I mean, is that same post Luchino was? No, that's not the same one he was going at earlier, but still, the post loved Luchino, as that was a great shot by him to now tie it up. G2 showing that they're able to come back. Now Fireworks down into G2's zone. Kronovi with the miss hit. Over0 follows up, however, as Kronovi gets demoed, taken out there. Over0 follows up on his own. He's the only one deep into the zone. They're going to give him a chance to get that out. Corrupted, however, over to the side, really not what he wanted. That gives Kronovi an opportunity to push it down. Gets a nice pass off of the back wall, but unfortunately, Over0 cannot connect on that one. Unbelievable pass by Kronovi, and they're able to get that one out. Maybe as Luchino puts the ball in and then demos one of the defenders. He's just playing all demo mode now, as he is playing extremely aggressive. Tries to take out another guy, but can't. Now Luchino back. Oh, Fireworks on net. Kronovi thankfully streaking back, seeing very high risk play from both of these teams. Not much offensive or not much structure from their rotations and things like that, as they're really just all going for it right now. Luchino tries to go up but doesn't get the connection. These teams are playing very more wide open than I expected.
Yeah, maybe they're playing some more, individual style. These G2 esports, very highly skilled individual players. Oh my gosh, Corrupted guy finishing into the corner off the defensive laps on G2. Vince with a great wall pinch here. Over0 turning around in goal instead of going straight up for the hit away. Gives Corrupted guy that opportunity to get the goal into the corner. That's huge for them. Having a 1-goal lead 3 minutes into this match, they can maybe play a little bit more defensive, get good clears past the this G2 team and not let G2 have another opportunity to score here.
Yeah, that goal, I can't believe they let that go in with having all 3 guys back that they did. That was something that shouldn't have happened. That should never happen. You have all 3 guys back, period. It just shouldn't happen, especially from these guys that play at such a high level. So, wow, unbelievable there. Deception, certainly now the door is open for them to take it. We'll see if they can add on to their lead, or if not, over 0, however, over the defender and into the goal. Great job to follow up there as Vince is taken off guard a little bit by Lachinio's bump.
Yeah, it was a great double touch by over 0. Tipping it up over the defender who was trying to challenge him because he had read the bounce off the wall. Nice tip up and he followed it. Nice stomp right into the goal. That is what we like to see from them. But G2 has been playing a very individualized style. Lachinio and over 0 going for these really nice shots. Sometimes a backwards goal or a nice clean aerial. But they're working less as a team. We need to see more passes from them if they want to take complete control of this game. Because right now, they're just taking shot for shot. Nothing's going in.
Yeah, and that's the kind of style, too, where once a breakdown happens, you can be left hang out to dry, that's for sure. Now they're having to play defense here. Corrupted does keep it in. Vince is going to follow up on that one, watching the whole way. Goes up off the corner on his own. A little too high and far, however, as it does bounce into the other side. Now pressure from Deception. They're looking to get that lead back that they just gave up. Corruption pushes it over into the corner, however. Fireworks is going to retreat back. Make sure he has that boost, make sure that they have possession. They play a little bit more defensively as it pushes back into their zone. Corrupted moves over to the corner. Oh, taken out by over 0. Great demo there, but over 0 just, again, leaving the zone. Not trying to keep that pressure on. You see Kronovi with more of a midair steal there. They push down in. Now is the chance for them to just push on and try to get the score instead of, again, relying on that individual play that you see. As you see Kronovi, he does get it, though. He almost makes that one happen all by himself, as he really doesn't even have anyone, even though Lachinio's in the zone. Oh, yeah. But Lachinio did take those guys out. I apologize, Lachinio.
Lachinio coming up big with the bumps against the defense of Deception. Kronovi with a nice pass center to himself, and then a pop center, and then a turnaround to finish after Lachinio had taken care of the defense in his own end.
Yeah, that was a good play by him to just slam into both of them. Now they push up, try to get more on top of this lead. Vince, however, good fly there to push it up into the center. They don't get the redirect on net that they're looking for, however, and now Lachinio, he decides to just wait back, not going to make the risky play on there, as they have a chance here to move on if they can just retain this lead. Lachinio almost there. Great shot on net. Corrupted pushes up. Kronovi is there to defend. You've seen their style. Definitely making sure that they keep control of this ball so they can try and keep control of this lead, as Deception is doing everything they can. Try to get something going. Unfortunately, not getting the shots on goal that they need, as G2 is really playing very smothering in the midfield.
Yeah, G2 putting on so much pressure here, not letting Deception get out of their own end. Oh, Fireworks missing a good clear there. You see
Kronovi, but Kronovi is there, like you said. Again, to just push it out. They can't get anything going on the offensive side with only 18 seconds to go. Can they do it as they push up? They've got an odd man break. Can Vince get the shot on? Lachinio goes up, makes the defensive play, and pushes it to the corner. Kronovi reading it perfectly. Great timing by him. Flipping in for that freestyle. Wasn't even needed. Not sure if he got the hit on it, but that's going to do it here for Deception. G2 going to squeak away with this one, just barely.
Yeah, G2 doing such a great job this game to take care of the mistakes in the first game. Some nice individual plays and passes across the center of the goal to take control of this game, and this will go in their favor. This is the series for G2, as it is 0 seconds. Deception, though, playing so well. Taking control of the first game, and in the second game, trying to get good clears, but letting it go over to G2. G2 capitalizing so well as they do, and as we know they can.
Yeah, I think I've seen them go down before in that first game, and it really hasn't mattered, as when their backs are against the wall, they almost play a little bit better, and we're seeing good cordial chat from these guys, as that was good on them to restart and give Deception a chance in that first game that they did end up taking, so good on them. But yeah, wow, very good showing by G2. They really pulled it together in the end, and were able to squeak by on this one. some things that deception can take away from this game, I think for sure they played extremely well in this game. So certainly nothing to hang your head low on. And I'd be saving that replay if I were them and making sure that I get that good look on what happened in this game, these games for sure. But we're going to move forward in this tournament, guys. We're going to be moving now into the semifinals, as obviously the teams that we're going to be seeing are going to be spectacular. But this is going to be it for myself and Tom. We're going to be moving over to Chim and Fickle. So really, guys, we are going to be off to the races here in just a second. Please stick around. Do not go anywhere. We got the PRL semifinals coming up.
I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.
Ladies and gents, we are back and going to be heading into the first semis of the night. But we did switch casters real quick in case you haven't noticed. I don't sound like Sam, or hopefully I don't because he's bad. Just kidding, I love him. But my name is Jim, and Fickle is alongside me today. How you doing today, Fickle? And we have got a semis on our hands.
I am excited because every time I get to cast in this tournament, we have like either one or two of the RLCS teams. Like, you don't get better match quality than this.
Right.
And brought to you by the best production squad that I've ever known. Pro Rivalry League guys. Give them a shout out. But we'll kiss them later. But right now, man, this is a pivotal RLCS match that we have previewed right here. These two teams are going to be playing each other this coming weekend, so we'll see who is on the stuff today.
Oof, Chrome almost on the stuff on that one, but popped left. Now Gino plays it into the attacking third. Isn't found it though. Darkfire looking for the boot out. Played it recentered by Hot Wheels Sid. Off to the right side. Now Sid looking for the pass. Can't find the 1-2 combo with his teammate Chrome though. Now Torment on the offensive half. Passes it center. Matt to fire one across. Bottom left corner from Matt straight off the bat, 1 minute in.
Matt XD putting the ball in. The touches right here from Torment. Just fooling GinoCop. GinoCop pre-jumps to try to preemptively block the shot that Torment is perhaps going to flick in, but he opts to put it into mid. Matt taking the easy shot, and they go up 1-0.
They do GinoCop now. Plays it center. Almost finds it between the sticks on that one, but VinGG Darkfire able to take that one out. Chrome now recentering for Sid. Sid, though, can't get the conversion. Gino back on his own half now, looking to take it past the midfield, but Darkfire gets a power play set up for his team. Chrome, though, there to finish off that clear. Matt as well, caught backwards, but somehow puts just a little bit on it. Worth at 33-42 right now. And going into it, my favorites would be Revival, just because I love GinoCop, because I don't know how he does it on the keyboard and mouse, but I just love his playstyle. But they are down 1 goal right now, and they have a decent amount of the game left to go. What do they need to do to get back into this one?
It's a little bit too early to see any mistakes that these teams have. These teams are the cream of the crop, so the mistakes are few and far between. You really have to nitpick to find out where it's going wrong for this guy. So at the end of the first game, I'll be able to decide that a little bit better. The first play was absolutely earned. It wasn't any kind of defensive mistake. GinoCop was put in a 1v2 situation, and then forced. He conceded because of that. Other than that, the teams are playing exactly how you would expect them.
Yeah, definitely are. I'll bring that question back to you then at the end of the game. Hopefully you study up for next time. Pop sending out for Gino. Looking to fire one across. Almost finds the net. Not quite, though. Back to the right flank now. Hot Wheels Sid onto the attacking third. Matt, though, will clear that one out. Chrome as well puts a little bit on it. Caught backwards behind his back facing the goal on that one. Matt can't finish that one off, though. Off to the right side. Picked up now by Torment. Looking to center this one. Gets the mind game for just a moment on GinoCop. Doesn't quite work out, though.
All three members of Revival scrunched up in the corner. Thankfully, they didn't concede a goal off of that. But a shot coming from Darkfire, and Hot Wheels Sid caught flat-foot in the net. Did not think that shot was coming his way.
Flat foot, more like flat axle on that one. But yeah, Darkfire, we talked about how the 3 members of Revival were caught up in that corner, and although it didn't come back to sting them at that instant, it came back a couple seconds later for that goal. Coming out for VinGG, 2-0 now. A little bit under half the game left in this one. Over to Matt now in his own corner, playing it past that center line. Looking to get this one past Chrome. Gets it across off the top as well. Darkfire, can he find the finish? Pops it over. Torment for the finisher. Getting out on that one as well.
Very, very close there from... I blanked on their name for just half a second. But Vindicator looking very strong on the offense. Every single time they've scored, it has been created offense, not waiting on the defensive mistake from Revival. Playing a little bit slower than their opposition, and getting a little bit more scrunched up. But Revival is a team known to grind close games out, and I think that's probably where they're going to take it. They're looking at this game thinking, man, we are getting absolutely blasted by the Darkfire Torment combo right now.
Yeah, Darkfire over to Torment, and Torment for the net. Finds the top left. What a read exactly from Torment on that one. 1 minute, 43 now left on that clock. Gino up against Torment for the 4th kickoff of the series. Popped up to the left flank. Chrome is out in the center half now. Hot Wheels Sid there to tap it across. Bombs it over, but Darkfire picks this one up on the intercept. Plays it center over to the left flank on that one, but Darkfire now looking to net it. Can't find it. Chrome there instead. Matt there as well. This is out on that 50-50. Now Torment coming in hot. Can't find the shot anywhere towards the net, though. GinoCop now looking to get the tap to Chrome. Finds the passing play as well. Sid picks up on the service. 3-1.
This is what I was noticing from Revival. They're staying a lot more grounded. Genocop with all the time to plan this play out. Hot Wheels Sid streaking across Darkfire and finding that incredibly tight angle into the near post. I don't think that Darkfire was covering that position. He was covering middle of the net and went for that block. But Sid finding the angle around it. Revival not out of this game yet, but is going to be a very slow crawl back into it.
Chrome almost had that pass. They get the crawl back over
Holy
Genocop though. What a pinch on that one. Torment playing this one upfield now. Needs the dribble play all by himself. Can't find it. Hot Wheel Sid, but Matt there for the pickup back to his own end. Darkfire almost finds that one out. Matt over to Dark. Dark looking for Matt right back for the 1-2 play. Don't find it, but maybe Torment can put something on. Lucky out on that one. Either now Chrome over to Sid. Sid caught a bit in front of that ball. Played a bit too deep. The service was there. Just couldn't find the channel. Matt now over to Darkfire. Darkfire. Finish on that one. Torment there as well. Looking to play it forward. Chrome comes out with the pickup and 34 seconds left in this one. Revival. As the clock winds down, not too much they can do.
Yeah, Sid on that last play where they had a 2-on-1 situation actually went for the demo and then stopped in his tracks when he realized that Gino was actually trying to pass it to him. So you can actually physically see the lack of communication between Revival, as that play probably could have been coordinated any other way and it would have resulted in a goal. So looking into second game, going into that question you first asked me, Revival really need to be clean with their calls and be aware of where their teammates are on the field.
Yeah, again, about that play when two teammates have a different idea of what they want to do to get the ball forward. Doesn't work out too well. Sometimes you might luck out, but usually not. You want to stay on the same page as the rest of your teammate. Looks like we're going to head into a new server. So while we do that, we'll send you guys to a very quick music break as we get the new server set up. But again, this is PRL, and we'll be right back with game number 2 of Semis 1. Ladies and gents, we are back again. Game number 1 was won out by Vindicator on that one. Revival looking to make a statement because the semifinals are still a best of 3, a best of 5 only in the finals here at PRL. But we didn't talk too much about the end game results other than that Revival needs to be on the same page with their teammates and have better communication. But anything else we want to see coming up from them in this game number 2 of the series?
I mean, other than that, the offense that was created by Vindicator was clean and precise. Other than maybe one rotational mistake on the side of Revival, they're just really going to have to call out where they are on the offense, and a drop down from Torment from the ceiling. Matt coming in again, XD.
Beautiful play, Vin. GG, getting that one set up for Matt and the XD, finding the back door on that one. 1-0, just 19 seconds into game number 2. Not so bright here for Revival, but they do have most of the game left to fix their mistakes. Genocop now looking for a shot, almost finds the corner. No, Darkfire actually was able to save that one. I thought that was going too high, but Darkfire read it better than me and saved that one out. Darkfire now playing it off to that right side, pushing this one upfield for his team. Looks for the channel.
Again, they deserve to get punished for that. Again, lack of communication. 2 players from the Revival squad actually pinching it between themselves and centering it for the Vindicator squad. Not only centering it, but I think that ball was going in regardless. That is exactly what I was talking about. They really need to be able to call that out. To be fair, the ball was on target and both players did have a valid clear, but still, that has to be removed from your defense if you want any chance.
Yeah, offense and defense both looking a little shaky for Revival in terms of communication. Matt almost finds that one. Darkfire there as well on the right side, plays it up high for Torment to dunk this one down off the crossbar, back to Darkfire. Can't find that combo, but here comes in Matt to put one up. Too high though, Hot Wheel said now, but for the counterattack, setting this one up in the far corner. Puts it to himself, jumps a little preemptively, doesn't work out this time around. 3:55 now left on that clock. We've seen the same exact kinds of mistakes from Revival in terms of communication, but mechanically they haven't been too bad.
No, I mean, everybody is a mechanically skilled player. I mean,
Right,
even
yeah.
we have keyboard represented in this game. But, close one from Sid. No one there to capitalize as the ball screeches across the net. This is what we want to see. Revival putting on offense, sending one player in, letting the rest go out and get boost. They're collecting the ball, maintaining possession, and still trying to get offense going. We haven't seen it at all, even in the last game.
Sid now plays it back center over to Gino. Gino, though, plays it smart, recognizes Torment is going to be there way before him on that play. Stays back, resets into the defense. Now he's in the goal with that Batmobile. Played a little bit too deep for Matt's liking on that one. Sid carries this one out, looking to blast one across. Gets met by the opposition, but still keeps this one forward. This is the chance Revival needed. They can't find it this time, though.
It looked like Chrome got put on the wall and then absolutely just punted downfield when he had a chance to center it. Fortunate defending from Vindicator, but again, ball is on Vindicator's side with Revival pressuring. If they can keep this up, I think eventually the defense will break down from Vindicator and they'll find themselves on the board. But again, not like that with 2 players with the ball.
And they need to keep up this pressure. Gino Cobb looking to keep it on that blue side. Sid rotating around back. Matt can't find the touch. Chrome gets there instead. Torment on that one as well. Plays it off the left wall now, bouncing ever so slowly over to Gino. Gino bombs this one away, but met by Darkfire. Both teams playing a bit of a long ball game, but there goes Darkfire for a pass. Almost finds the channel. Can't pass completed, though.
Again, here we see Revival once more. We've seen this before. Fields backflip from Chrome. That was an opportunity definitely wasted. I don't know if he would have been able to get to that from the angle he was at. It would have required an extreme double jump. And fortune favors Revival as an own goal. Gets them their first goal in this game, excuse me.
Sid puts one. I think that might have been close, but probably not going in. Torment helps him out for that one, just so we can get the Kappa overlay up. Obvious meme there from him, but 2-1 now. 2 minutes left, and apparently our broadcaster missed it. Fired on that one. Pops over to the left corner now. Darkfire looking to play it over to Torment. Can he get the dunk? Almost finds the finish. That was definitely a good setup from D on that one.
Pivotal demo from Revival. We see whenever Revival has possession, they usually get at least a couple of shots on game. Again, another shot coming in and a surprise miss from Torment. I had to see on the replay how he approached this because it didn't look like he was going to miss.
Let's see. Gino Cobb puts it across. Torment gets the jump, but I think he double jumped instead of boosting first. I don't know what he did there, but
he had his momentum completely stalled. He didn't have any kind of way to accelerate to the ball. It was one of those scenarios where it looks like you have it, but he probably stopped halfway in the net to anticipate to be able to block both sides, and the ball just gets put a hair above him and can't get to it the way that the physics work. But Revival coming back into this game number 2, if they lose this, they are out of the tournament, but they have still shown tournament life, but still balls in front of the net. Almost conceding right there as a ball gets put forward. Chrome able to knock it out, but as we approach the minute mark, this is a very, very close game.
definitely is, and next goal might just win it here. A minute left on the clock. Sid looking to finalize this one. Plays it off the top. Can't find the back door on that one, though. Chrome misses out to that one for Torment and Darkfire now as they move forward up the pitch. Find any kind of play towards the net on that one. Either Gino Cobb now for Revival plays it up high. Darkfire and Sid meet each other in the air. Sid winning that one out over to Chrome. Chrome able to read that one from way up high and almost put one on net.
They're forcing Revival to waste so much boost going up for these aerials. That's twice now that we've seen Sid having to waste a full tank contesting a ball way up in the air. If that's going to be Vindicator's style of play, they love to play that aerial game, especially Darkfire, one of the best shooters in the air I've ever seen. Ball is still over on the side of Vindicator. It has been the Revival pressure game so far. If they keep this up, we're going to see a game number 3. I really think that Revival is going to take it to a game 3 at this pace.
Yeah, definitely high level
Beautiful,
of play, and
beautiful.
there it is, as you say it, Chrome from Sid. What a play on that.
When you approach this type of ball, you really don't want to hit it onto the backboard. And Hot Wheels Sid realizes that, gets around it, and forces a strike into the middle of the box where Chrome is just waiting to deflect it onto net. Revival with 3 unanswered goals in game number 2. They were down 2-0 very quick into this game, but they have not given up and brought it back and hold the lead. 15 seconds remaining.
10 seconds now. The shot clock will be going up there momentarily. There it is. 7 seconds left. Revival looks to have this one in the bag. Cop looking to make a final statement. Can't do it though. That should be it. Matt and Darkfire, they had the idea. Just couldn't execute on that one. Very difficult play, so don't blame them for that one. But Revival now tying it up in the series 1-1. Next game winner heads to the finals.
You know what I really want to point out on Revival's side? The reason they won that game is because of the pink colored car synergy.
Right, obviously.
Even the Batmobile was colored pink. I really like it when teams really unify together and pick that same color. And you could tell they were a lot more cohesive. Let's throw out those first 2 goals where they kind of had some defensive error not calling it. But other than that, Revival looked very, very strong. Vindicator didn't score in the last 4 minutes of that game. Their first 2 goals came within a minute of each other. And after that, they looked so quiet on offense, and the shots show as well.
Definitely do now. Heading into that final game. Whoever wins this one again does head into the finals for the shot at the prize pool. The loser goes home. Well, they're kind of already at home, but figuratively. Talking like it was a game show. I want to be Steve Harvey, man. Come on. Steve Harvey. Sid now with Torment. Ball in the center. 5 on the clock. Torment losing out to that one. Sid plays it off to the right corner. Cop looking to recenter. Doesn't find it. Darkfire looking to put this one up the pitch. Chrome there instead, though. Matt as well loses out. Cop to find the first goal. There it is. Finally, Revival opening the scoreline.
This is a little bit of a scramble from Vindicator. Matt trying to contest it, but Cop lands just in time to force it out to Cop in the middle. Revival scoring early. However, we still have an entire game to go, and as we saw from the last game, it is never over until the clock hits 0.
Never is. Chrome almost hits that one. Torment, how did he even find the touch? He was inside the net. At least 70% of the car was in there, but he still somehow kept it out, keeping his team at only a 1 goal difference. Chrome now playing it off to himself. Over to Gino. Cop that rotates out again. He's such a smart player. He knows when to sort of disengage from the offensive plays.
What an angle. Are you completely 180 degrees behind himself? No one was in the net for Vindicator because they didn't think in any realm of possibility that shot would be possible. Hot Wheels Sid looking impressive. Oh my goodness. I cannot say how much of a good shot that really was. Somebody clip that.
Oh my god, hello Reddit. But over to Torment now, playing it off that corner. Keeps it up high, the air dribbles. Can he do it? Playing it across Cop, though. Meets him in the air for that one. Darkfire now plays it past the center half. Over to the attacking third. Hot Wheels Sid, though, from his own half. Plays it out. Matt to connect with it. Over to Gino now. Gino and Chrome on the right corner. Slowly bouncing in. Beats 2 players. But Darkfire finally there to stuff that one out over towards the half now. Picked up instead by Sid, though. Over to Gino. Cop missing on that one. The ball is in no man's land. Finally, Matt picking this one up. Chrome on the right flank should have this one covered. Chrome and Gino now looking to carry it across. Gino just standing there waiting for the love tap on that one. Doesn't find it, but he might have a chance here. What was that flip? And he somehow put it on net, but it was way too late.
Man, Vindicator looks like they're just letting Revival play their game. They're not contesting these balls. Look at this. 2 players from Vindicator still just a little bit flat-footed on defense. They're not playing up to the pace of Revival, and they're getting punished for it. Letting Revival take these long clears into their net. Vindicator really needs to keep possession of the ball, try to create some kind of coordinated offense, because this is simply not working.
Yeah, Vindicator at this point, they're just booting the ball and driving. They're just hoping for the best. Once they get in their half, they just kick it up or hit it up and hope to see some kind of offensive movement. But Revival carry it so methodically from one end of the pitch to the other. Cop now Losing out to Torment on that one. Darkfire might have a chance to open the board for his side. There it goes, 2-1, 252 or 255, a much closer game now.
The recognition here from Darkfire to take his time to put this shot in. I'm assuming he's getting a call from his teammates that's saying, open net, take your time, because they have so much of a better field view than him when that ball is kind of looming overhead. If you have ball cam on, you really can't see who's in the net, but I think he was called off by his teammates to let the ball land, take the bounce shot, and he is rewarded from it. But again, looks like Vindicator, as we approach halftime, took the game into their hands a little bit more, trying to create more offense, and now they're putting on consistent pressure.
Sid now playing it upfield. Matt there as well, drifts into it to play this one up high, but met by Chrome now off the backboard. Center ball, Sid can't connect. Darkfire there instead. Cop the last man for the rival squad to keep this one out of harm's way, let his team come back in net, and Chrome just blasts one all the way across the pitch, end to end. Torment misses out. Chrome all the way to himself. 100% of the pitch ran down by Chrome.
It looks like Darkfire here had complete faith in Torment to hit this, and then Darkfire stutter steps and realizes he has to make this kind of twitch save to even get close to it, and a defensive mistake from Torment. But that is a very, very hard ball to clear. Your best, even in your best scenario, it's off of the backboard and waiting for another shot. So put in a very, very peril situation. But Revival, man, looking insanely strong after their drop in the first game. Doesn't look like they're really having any more defensive mistakes.
That they are not. Gino almost nets this one. The woodwork, though, keeping it out for just a little bit. And Darkfire there to finish off that clear. So close, almost opened the scoreline even further. But now Darkfire waiting for his teammate Torment to finish it. There it is. 2-3. Finally, some kind of organized play forward from VinDG.
Oh, man. So unfortunate that ball played the way it did off of Sid. And then Sid getting caught in no man's land. Doesn't know what to contest. Doesn't know whether to let it land. The ball kind of... it gets pseudo pinched off of him. It was just kind of hitting to him really hard and then bounces off the wall favorably. But the members of Vindicator are, bar none, some of the fastest players to get up into the air. And if they really want to come back into this game, they need to force no boost out of the side of Revival to take advantage of that strategy.
Pinch forward now from Sid. Looking at maybe get a 2-goal lead. That'll make him and his Revival squad feel much more comfortable, because a 1-goal lead with a minute and at 26 against a fast-paced team like VinGG is not the most comfortable position to be in, although you are winning. So if you can hold on to it for a minute and 20, it's doable, but you probably want to at least put one more to open up the scoreboard.
Oh, Matt, no faith on that ball. He didn't believe that Chrome would not touch it and then positioned himself poorly. But again, a shot. What a block from Sid. Pre-jumping to get in the way. Still peril for the side of Revival, but cleared out in a very close fashion. Revival squeaking away with still a 1-goal lead in that offensive onslaught from Vindicator.
If Revival takes this one, it's all Sid. Sid is the MVP for me if they end up winning, but they still have 48 seconds to hold on. Matt fires one, and Cop can't get to it.
Darkfire completely pit maneuvering Cop in the net. The Batmobile is very hard to disrupt, but he gets his wheels and then forces him to spin out. Open net for Matt XD. Can you get a closer game than this? 45 seconds, and it is all tied up. Do or die for both teams. If you lose, you go home. If you win, you retain glory and move on into the tournament.
The finals and the prize pool are on the line here. Matt misses out. Hot Wheels Sid plays it up the pitch. He's got 30 seconds. Knows he needs to make the best of his time here. Chrome now plays off the left side. Not going to be enough. The Torment up the field. Now Cop should have the parry. Plays it right where Sid is waiting for the ball. Weird little bounce off that cusp. Sid can't meet it, though. Torment plays it forward instead. Chrome there, though, with Cop to clear this one out. Darkfire and the rest of VinGG, though, still on that Revival half. Looking to get it into that attacking third here. Matt for the combination play forward. Find it, though, past Sid. 8 seconds now. Both teams don't want to go to an overtime because they know how good the other team is, and they respect each other a lot, and they know just how detrimental an overtime can be to either squad, and that's where we're going here, 3-3 in OT.
If I had to call it right now, I'm really thinking that Vindicator has opportunity in this match because they're carrying the momentum from the goals that Revival let up. When you have the lead and you lose it, it is such a deflation of morale that you often tilt and lose sight of what's really important in your rotations and in your defensive game.
Yeah, your whole mindset can just be on, we need to win this one. We were in the lead at the beginning. We deserve to be in the lead, and maybe you do, but you have to stick on the game at hand. It is golden goal to take them to the finals. Now Torment Plays it off the left side. Chrome there to meet it before it even touches that wall. Sid, interesting touch. The 1-2 play. Can Chrome finish? All three members, though, of VinGG there in a scramble. Take care of that one. Gino Cop pairs it off to the right side. Hot Wheels Sid there as well up against Torment. Hot Wheels Sid winning that one out. Carrying this one up the pitch now. Over to the far corner. Darkfire, though, for the blast across. Torment meets it somehow. His car was going perpendicular to the movement, or to the motion of the ball. Now Matt on the top to Darkfire. Almost went down.
The call from Vindicator there to let Matt put it off of the backboard instead of letting Darkfire maybe play it into the middle. I can see the wheels turning from the comms from Vindicator. If they keep that up, I think they're really going to take this overtime. However, Revival has been known to strike fast off of the defensive mistake. It's still anybody's game in overtime. This is game 3, guys. Winner goes on, loser goes home, and as Chim said, everybody's already home, but you don't want to go home when you're in the tournament.
Exactly. Figurative home, not the best in esports. Now off to the left side. Hot Wheels Sid. Can he get to this one first? Darkfire is there first, though. Plays it off the right side. Gino Cop now playing it forward at minute and 40 into the overtime. Give us some love, chat. If you're here for Revival, give them some Kappa Prides. If you're here for VinGG, throw him some Pog Champs, because this is all or nothing. Gino Cop now playing it forward over to Chrome. Can Chrome find the finish? Almost off the woodwork, though. Gino Cop needs to play it forward. Can't find it. Actually, somehow does get it to Sid. Matt there, though, to meet him on that one. 2 minutes into overtime now, and both teams are dead even.
Yeah, even my dog is going insane. Knows how hyped this match is. This is only the semifinals, guys. I can't believe they're keeping it so even in overtime. Typically, when teams go into overtime, it's either quickly done or it's going to be a long, drawn-out game, because nobody wants to make that mistake, and their lack of approach is really showing. They just want to play it safe, keep the rotations loose, only send 2 players up, because it really sucks to concede on a missed rotation, but it sucks even more on tournament point and in overtime, so you really don't want to be that man out.
They've been playing for 15 minutes plus now through 3 games. Nobody wants to lose this one now. They're all going to play it a bit more passively, a little safer, because like you said, they do not want to lose to some kind of a stupid mistake. But setter now from Matt. Gino Cop can't get to that one first. Torment now on the left side. Plays it towards the middle here for Darkfire, who loses out to Chrome. Chrome now in a 1v1 against Matt. Matt, though, reads that deep ball, plays it up to himself. Can he find the dunk now? Looking for the combo over to Darkfire. Darkfire keeps it up. Play is just not working for either side. As soon as they get to that final third, they can't find that last striker to pass it to.
Chrome trying to slow the pace of the game now. That was almost a mistake from Revival as it got put over his head off of the contest. Thankfully, they recover, and a ball gets put on net by Chrome. Blocked out by Vindicator, but 2 people up. Couple more shots in, and could be it for Revival. Still cleared out by Matt. 3 minutes and 30 seconds into overtime, and the game is still as close as ever.
My everything is clenched at this point. Hot Wheels Sid now plays it left to Chrome. Can't find it. Matt has an empty net. Is he off? Is he off to the races? There we go. 4-3. 3:42 into OT.
The instant leave from Sid, as he knows that was an insane match. Matt waiting in the wings like a defensive back and completely picks off that pass that was intended for Chrome, trying to get it into the wing, and gets rewarded with a goal on the counterattack. Looking strong and turning defense into offense. An insane game between these guys. GG's to everybody. I know Revival's got to feel pretty salty about that loss, but an insane series nonetheless.
That was a crazy series, and it was only our first semifinal. Semifinal number 2 will be coming up here at PRL after the break. Keep yourself in your seat, because better games to come, including the finals, where we will meet Vindicator GG for the last time actually of tonight in the finals, but semifinals number 2 are coming up next here at PRL after the break. Ladies and gents, we are back with PRL's 3v3 Monday Night Showdown, or whatever we call it. What do we call it at this point? It's a, there's a name that we gave it, but they're
like
all
the
the same.
Rivals Cup or
Rivals
something.
Cup. There we go.
And
There
that
we
might
go.
be the 2v2 tournament. I don't think we've actually officially named the 3v3 because I know the 2v2 is the Rivals Cup. And just as a little plug, we do offer 2v2 and 1v1 tournaments. But we are actually in the 3v3 tournament right now, and we have an absolute treat for you guys. Jim, tell me what we got playing today.
G2, your favorite. When's Kronovi playing? Kronovi is playing now up against Exodus, and off the stream we're talking a bit about the history these two teams have and how G2 might feel going into the RLCS because they have been a bit shaky. But if they can maybe pick up some steam, use this tournament as a confidence boost, they might do a much better job coming into the weekend.
This is really going to be a pivotal game for G2. I know we're in the PRL realm where this is the tournament that matters right now, but these guys are actually looking forward to the weekend, and this is a beautiful arena for them to practice in. And if G2 looks strong in this series, they have a really good chance to look strong in the coming weekend. So we'll see how these two teams play out. But I believe these two have faced off before, and they got swept by Exodus in the RLCS. I have not seen these two play since then, but we'll see if G2, man, they always have that comeback factor.
Yeah, they're very clutch. Kronovi now plays it center over to Over0, who can't get the touch. The clear comes in, but Lash now looking to net it. Doesn't find it. Kronovi on the ground. Doesn't jump in time, though. Turtle now up against Kronovi for this one on the left flank. Turtle pops one across the pop, fly off the crossbar. Moses, though, can't find it this time around. Garrett plays it over to the far corner for Moses to finish this one up. The play still moving forward, though, for Exodus. Garrett find the finishing touch on that one. Turtle there as well. Again, that ball is stuck in the corner for a little bit. Turtle finally takes it out. But to no goal or opportunity there for the Exodus squad as now Garrett pushes this one up. Turtle as well missing a very slow play actually coming in for like the first minute or so here.
Oh, the passing plays from G2. That's what you love to see. Lachinio with so much time on this pass, sees Kronovi in the corner. Kronovi beats out Moses, puts it over the top of Garrett, and comes back to finish his own pass. Incredible first goal from G2, and that's what you really want to see from the reigning champs.
Man, I was saying it was slow, but look at that insane fast-paced play. Again, I love to see that kind of stuff where there's a man waiting on the wall, ready to play it right back down when you give it to him. Now Kronovi playing this one forward. Turtle there as well. Over to the center here. Picked up now by Garrett as he carries it up the pitch. Puts one across, but again, their shots not too much like the gusto behind them, you could say. They're putting shots on it, but they're very light and not too much power.
Right, there's a clear difference between putting shots on net and putting good shots on net. You can pepper the goal with 5-mile-an-hour shots that are just going to get cleared right back in your face, or you can put them in a very difficult place to save. Lachinio going for the demo.
Ooh.
Turtle!
What?
Turtle was he was caught between a rock and a hard place. He did not know whether to dodge the bump or go for the clear.
Oh, that's great. Oh my
That's
god,
so
what a
rough,
play.
man. And also to mention, Lachinio took out another player of Exodus, a complete wrecking crew on the side of that field. Lachinio, I mean, I know that Kronovi took the shot, but Lachinio really creating that goal in that situation.
Garrett now up against a latch on that corner. One out, though, by Kronovi. Him from behind. Over to Garrett now from Turtle. Garrett plays it all the way over. Last man here from Exodus, Moses, to play this one across. They don't find the goal this time around either. Garrett now picking up some boost. Plays it off that backboard. Looks to carry it forward just a tad. Moses picks it up in the far corner. Kronovi over to his teammate there. Doesn't find it, though. Lachinio, that was Turtle now carrying it forward. Kronovi, though, meets him in the center half. Over to Zero. Needs to blast this one out of his own net. And there comes Garrett with the touch again. He's putting on shots, just not good shots.
Again, that's the story of Exodus so far. A beautiful flick up from Over0. Blocked out by Garrett, but still, offense is in favor of G2. Moses up with an insane save, and he actually gets it. A very impressive save from Exodus, but down 0-2. It's going to take a little bit more than flashy defense to come back.
Yeah, offense is much better in defense, especially when you are losing. That's how basic it is. Now Moses looking to play it forward. Garrett there for the recenter. Can he find it? Not quite. Played over, though. Still in possession of G2. Turtle there as well. Turtle went at that 50-50 towards the penalty box. Now Over0, though. Looking to tap it out. Very light there. Garrett, can he find the back door? Goes for the pass instead over to Turtle. Sees him stretching that pitch, but it's not going to be enough, though, as Lachinio carries this one all the way forward, and Moses comes out with the clear. Kronovi find that angle. Garrett over to Moses. They play this one up the field now. Over0, though, meets it. Lachinio looking for the play back to the middle. Does not want to stretch the pitch that far out. Kronovi now playing it over to the right side. Can't get the 1-2 with Lachinio, but bumps him into it. Moses to Garrett. Is this the chance? It is. Three goals scored at the first one, finally, for Exodus.
Man, both Lachinio and Kronovi were stuck in the corner, leaving Over0 in a very, very tough situation to defend this. Excellently punished by Exodus. However, I don't think Over0 had that save in, 9 out of 10 times because it was so excellently put on net by Garrett. So it's really hard to make that clear, but G2 own Over0, saying, "Here's my revenge, guys. Take this goal right in your face."
Quick response there from Over0, and again, those lower cars are so good at plays like that with the flick. Lachinio likes to just pop it up to himself and dunk it off his own passes, but Kronovi and Over0 especially love to carry the ball on their hoods with those low-facing cars like the Breakout and Dominus. Now Kronovi plays it off that left side over to Lachinio, who almost finds it. Dolphin dive, but missed completely. Now Garrett and Turtle working this one up the pitch against Kronovi and Over0. Over0 wins that one out. Lachinio caught over to 0 now. Almost that play worked out for them. Kronovi off the right flank now plays it center from that far corner, but Garrett there to bomb this one out. Turtle there as well. Taps it over to Garrett. Garrett, can he find the combo? Read the channel, but could not find the finisher on that one. Moses there as well. Plays it right. Kronovi coming in. Turtle meets him, and I don't know how Turtle flipped or why he flipped that way, but it just increased the momentum of the ball towards his own net.
A decent clear is better than no clear at all, because in that situation, Garrett almost carrying it on the roof of his car like a 747 all the way across the Atlantic, trying to get it onto net. But the defense from G2 was patient in that situation. That's really what counters air dribbles, is just waiting for your chance to that slight off touch that gets it out of their possession. But coming into 10 seconds remaining, I think G2 is going to take game number 1, and they did it in a dominant fashion. It wasn't really a lot of mistakes coming from Exodus. It was really coordinated plays from G2, and we might be getting a car switch from Garrett. I know he likes to do that quite a lot, but we'll wait for him to get back into the game. But Chim, what really impressed you from G2?
I would have to say their passing plays, especially that opening goal, was insane. I don't remember who it was on the wall, but I think it was Over0 to Latch, then back over to Over0. That was the best play I've seen in the tournament yet. So that was insane. EU Octane, Lachinio says, incoming from Garrett. We'll see what happens. All three of them good players, and they all switched their cars. It wasn't just Moses on that one.
I wonder if they're going for some kind of coordinated team play where they're all changing onto the same car, a team of Octanes, coming into it. But I know G2, we had those insane passes, Latch to Crow, back to Latch, and Lachinio going for the demo in the net as well, creating that opportunity. But Exodus, they looked a little weak on offense, right? They're putting on shots, but they weren't putting on pressure. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. So what do they need to do to get pressure rather than just shots?
Well, when you get the ball, you have to have some idea. You need to have some plan of what you're going to do with the ball, not just shoot it on the net, because more often than not, just putting shots on net is not the best option for you. So to keep that pressure, your plays need to be much more coordinated going forward, and you need to be on top of it. Stand at midfield and don't back up too early. Keep your default position, sort of resting position, further up the pitch to ensure that you are pressuring not only the players but also the ball almost constantly. And that's the one way that I think Exodus can take this one, because when G2 does get into that attacking half, they do wonders with the ball. So to keep them out of that attacking half would be the plan here for Exodus.
I think G2 is one of the best teams I've seen. When they have possession and they have a lot of time, they usually make it work. So to counter that, Exodus is really known as one of those fast teams, but they weren't contesting it very well in last game. They really need to create kind of a sense of panic from the side of G2, not letting them plant their feet, if you will, and take shots just like that, off of the crossbar, down and off of the crossbar again. Over0 breaking the laws of mathematics with the shot.
Kronovi somehow plays that in Over0. How is his car angled? Belly facing perpendicular to the field, and he puts that one in off the woodwork. 1-0, 29 seconds in. G2 and Over0 leading the charge in the second semifinals. Again, this is the end of the line here for Exodus. If they lose this one, they are out. And now Kronovi, easy enough save from him. Turtle plays it off the right side over to Garrett, looking for the service. Can't quite find it though. Kronovi there as well to keep this one out of harm's way. But it's, again, the pressure plays coming out a little bit more in the opening minutes of this game than it was last game, so they may be changing a couple things up Exodus, but still, they did concede that early goal, and what is wrong? All 3 players of G2 sort of caught
This is what I like to see from them.
Garrett
Yes.
finishes it.
Yes, Turtle turning his car and contesting everybody on G2 who was setting up for Lachinio to take the dribble, and placement from Garrett here too. Everybody thought he was going to be going to the left side of the net, but he turns it around and puts it onto the way that it would have not been blocked if somebody was diving across the net. The vision from Garrett, he is bar none, if not the best shooter in North America. There are only a couple to contest him, but he manages to finish the ball time and time again.
Kronovi almost finds a finish on that one. Turtle, though, able to keep that one out. Lachinio plays it back in the danger zone here for Exodus. Moses, a light little tap. Turtle needs to finish it. Gets it on this one. Now Kronovi plays it back up the pitch. Garrett there as well. Plays it to the left. Moses is waiting for the ball. Didn't see him. Didn't have the right angle, but he's there for it. Lachinio misses out. Moses needs to recenter, but he gets the lead off the map. It's a 2v3. G2 needs this power play, but somehow it's 2 men up. They finish it. Exodus 2v3 win that one out.
I cannot explain to you how hard of a defensive situation this is, and actually over0 with a critical mistake, losing his footing, well, losing his wheeling on the little lip of the net there and not able to center himself and jump. That slight second that he was off the ground, didn't recover in time and let Garrett take the shot. That was a clear mistake from over0. Have to rein that in if you want to stop the offense from Exodus.
Exodus now, for the first time in the series, is up against the G2 squad. Kronovi plays it down. Lachinio looking to keep this pressure up past that midfield line, but Turtle, interesting back pass to Garrett, regains possession with that pass. A bit unorthodox, but it works out for them. Garrett now plays it forward, can't get that second touch off the ceiling, and over0 there. Finish off the play, but Turtle reads it very well. Keeps it back into the attacking half for his squad, and now Kronovi plays it up. Over0 looks for the impossible redirect. Moses there to keep this one out. Garrett finishing off the clear with a blast forward now past the center half. Garrett, though, still going strong, not stopping. Over0 finally there to put a stop to his mayhem. Back center Turtle, can he find this one? He does. 3-1, 2-goal gap between these teams.
This is a classic Fields backflip from Kronovi. Tries to contest this ball and then instantly backflips, and then Lachinio actually catching him on his way down, just like a coordinated pair in a ballerina show, but letting the shot come in from Exodus. That's 2 mistakes from G2 already in this game, and they've been punished every time. Exodus, again, playing a quicker game, not letting G2 plant their feet for the passing plays, and it is paying off dividends in game number 2.
Moses now looking to carry it forward, but met over by Kronovi, who does something with this car. I think it hit the side of it. He got the flip a little bit too late. Bounced a bit too high for his liking. Moses there now on the left side to pinch this one. Light little pinch. Garrett there to finish it off, though, with a huge blast to the far corner. Kronovi there meets this one onto his defensive half. Now Turtle over to nobody on that one. 0 there to pick it up. Moses deletes one. It's a 3v2 power play now for Exodus. Kronovi has respawned, though, and he's back in action. Turtle was waiting in the net for this play up from G2. Looks like Exodus is taking a more defensive approach now that they are up 2-1, or 3-1.
The quick plays from Exodus are paying off, and they're catching G2 in turmoil. Their communication is breaking down. When they're sending 2 players, they're really not focusing on what gave them their strength in game number 1. It was the demos from Lachinio. It was the passing from Kronovi over into the corner. That is non-existent in this game so far, as they're letting the defensive mistakes really suffocate their offense as well.
0 now looking to play this one forward. Can't get it past 2, though. Looking for that 0 boost and a dream play. Didn't find it. Lachinio now plays it over. Moses there, though, for the intercept, but Kronovi, good read from his part. Plays it for a corner. Turtle, huge blast for the clear on that one. Over0, though, picking this one right back up. Both teams going back and forth with clears. Garrett now over to Moses, who loses out. Turtle for the finisher. 1v1 against Kronovi. Kronovi, though, meets the ball before he does. 0. What a pop. Kronovi for the finish. Can he find it? Almost does.
That ball hit off of a very wonky spot off the ceiling. It's that part of the ceiling that's angled downward, so it pops out just slightly faster and a little bit longer out than you would normally expect it. That's not a very good way to describe it, but it is not a read you're used to, and it's going to take a insane read off of the backboard, just like this from Lachinio into the middle, but not created so far. These kind of like weak passes into the middle, this not really threatening offense. Exodus is going to be able to snipe that out. You really have to make them turn on their heels to score on them, and this might be the chance for Kronovi. Kronovi over to Lachinio. Lachinio up high again. a little bit too high, but 15 seconds remaining. Exodus probably going to take game number 2, and we're going to go into our second game 3 of this cast so far, Jim.
Yeah, game number 3 coming up, unless a miracle happens, but Overjesus has cut his hair. No miracles today. Moses can't keep it up, and even if he does, that's the end of the line there for this game. 1-1 now in the series. Next game takes it into the grand finals. We saw the last semis was just as butt clenching as this one, and those kind of butt clenches only going to be brought to you by PRL. 3-1 here for Exodus. A huge change coming out from them. I think it was a mirror of the scoreline that we saw in game 1, but G2 won 3-1 in game number 1, and Exodus wins 3-1 game number 2.
Yeah, interesting to see the car switch paying off for Garrett, and he's known to do that often. He always, comes on one car and then switches out to the other. This time, rocking the Octane, but again, that really doesn't play too much of a role. It's kind of a little bit of a mind game. You're like mind gaming yourself and thinking that you play better with one car, and a lot of people actually do, but it's really the strategy that comes in whenever you see these two teams play. G2. The goal that they did have was an insane shot from Overzero that would not have been blocked in the eons of history.
Yeah.
Even if it was like, mind-reading defensive goalies on the other team. It was so perfect, so fast, absolutely incredible. So other than that, they were so quiet on offense. Didn't even get really any chances. There was no demos from Lachinio. There was no passes coming out from Kronovi. The passes that did get put into the box were sniped out. So, saying all that considered, if G2 wants to win, demos from Lachinio or demos from Kronovi, taking out the defenders from Exodus, creating a little bit more wiggle room to take shots. If Exodus wants to win, they have to continue to pressure the ball. Don't let G2 set their feet. So going into game number 3, Chim, what are your opinions?
Yeah, I definitely agree. We talked about coming into game number 2 that time and space is all G2 needs to win the game, and Lachinio was able to create that space by disrupting the enemy defense. So if he can keep that up, he had it in game 1, not so much in game 2. If he can carry that forward, it might work out here for them. What is this? There is no goalie in net. What happened on that one?
You can see clearly here 2 members of G2 diving for the ball, and I think Lachinio tried to go for a demo and then got a little bit stranded in the middle of Exodus's net. So that's something I didn't mention, but going for a demo is actually risky on the defense as well. I mean, it's high risk, high reward sort of scenario. If you get the demo, it's very good, but if you lose and you get jumped over by the goalie, you get stranded in the net with no boost, and you're missing your rotation, and that's exactly what happened on that goal.
Zero almost finds one across. There's Lachinio with great off-the-ball plays as well. Not only those demos that we saw in game 1, but when he moves into position, he's very smart about it. Kronovi almost beats 2 players, makes 2 of them jump. If he was able to get the pass back in quicker, it might have worked out. But now Garrett in a 1v1 against Latch. Latch winning that one out. It's Kronovi in the air very preemptively. Can't get anything on it, but Latch plays this one up over to Overzero. Latch waiting on the ground for the rebound. It comes in and somehow finishes it off.
I can't believe Lachinio actually got credit for that goal. That was a shot from Overzero. I guess Turtle got the block, and then the from Lachinio. I don't know if Garrett's touch actually jarred it from the net. It looked like it was going to bounce out and up, but Lachinio securing the goal. That wasn't even a steal, folks. That was not in, and he forced it in.
Definition of a secure. Can't get salty by that one. Now Moses looking to play it forward, but Zero picks it up in the center half. Playing it forward, Garrett looking to cut down the angle. Does a good job of that. Plays it to the left corner instead. Now Lachinio from his own end plays it forward. It might be a shot. Kronovi, we'll call it a mind game. He front flip just for funsies. Turtle can't get to the ball on that one.
Again, another shot coming in from G2. This was, a run-of-the-mill shot, really decent pace. Not that great of a positioning, but Turtle, I think, had a little bit more faith in Moses and Garrett, who were approaching the ball to jar it free and push it forward, and got caught a little bit on I would say like a stutter step forward, and a half-second decision leads to a goal for G2, and right back again. The instant revenge, as we see, this is a paradigm of this series.
Yeah, back-to-back goals here. Garrett doesn't get a touch in it, but that's all Turtle all the way. Putting that one in, tied back up 2-2. A close game on our hands, just a minute and 20 in, and already 4 goals scored. Both teams looking to make a huge say in terms of their offensive pressure. Now, Turtle to play one forward, plays it up high, popped over. Can Moses part the waters on this one? Not quite. Kronovi there. Dead. Played to the corner now. Off from Lachinio. Turtle plays it up high off the backboard. Kronovi, though, interesting little backflip to win that one out. Can't get met, though, by Garrett on that one. 3:15 now left on the clock. Both teams are so close. What's going to separate them?
It's definitely going to be things like this where Garrett tries to play a slow pass into the middle. G2 with a clear counterattack opportunity, but that was thankfully snuffed out. The touch on the mid. It looks like Exodus is scrambling so far. Thankfully, they get a hard clear. Game is kind of going to slow down just a little bit as Moses takes a shot as we approach halftime. Both teams are scrambling and they're really not keeping possession of it. The team that finds their footing first and creates coordinated offense is going to take the series. It's yet to be determined who that's going to be. My money is actually on G2.
I was gonna say you're wrong because Turtle almost had that one, but it's still tied 2-2. Halftime approaching. Garrett to fire one across both Lachinio and Overzero. Ruffled by that one. Turtle now plays it off to the left side. Kronovi there for the tap. More than a tap, actually. Blasts that one all the way over to the blue side of the pitch. Now Turtle over to Garrett. There's the tap I was talking about. Turtle back over the short passing one-touch Rocket League from Exodus there is so beautiful to see.
One-touch Rocket League. That is a term. Man. And I'm seeing the callouts from G2 as well, especially in the corner there. Lachinio let the ball go for Kronovi to contest it on Garrett's portion. So I can see the wheels turning. I can see their brains working. They're trying to slow it down, trying to pick their location. And as I just say that, they blast a hard clear downfield, forfeiting possession over to Exodus. But unless Exodus does something with it, we're just going to see the ball getting put back into the corners of each one of these teams. It's going to take a breakout effort from a solo play to really make anything happen.
Yeah, we'll see who can get some kind of movement going for their squad. Garrett looking for one. Again, very light, just forfeits position, but back over to Moses and there to Lachinio. Both teams exchanging clears. Oh, Overzero almost had that one.
That would have been a goal for sure. Turtle with the bumps onto Kronovi. That's what we're talking about. Turtle showing that the reptile is the most feared genus in taking out the mountain on the side of the wall and gets rewarded for Garrett as the goal. Turtle making that play happen. Garrett, all he had to do was put it on net and he secures it.
Moses really did climb the mountain. Mount Sinai on that one, popped up high. Now Turtle looking to center this one, but there goes Kronovi for the play. Garrett now, can he find the finish? Increased his lead. Not quite. Maybe the second chance here does not present itself as Kronovi there for the parry. Moses replays this one to Turtle. Turtle fires one across, hard shell and all. 4-2, 1:08 left.
The wheels are coming off for G2, both literally and figuratively, as Overzero tries to dodge a bit early for that contest, thinking that Turtle wants to put it onto the more open part of the net. However, Turtle cutting the tight angle and beating Overzero by finding the portion that he was not blocking. G2 with a minute left, looking a little bit dismal at this point, but nothing's over until the clock hits 0.
Moses now plays it left. Garrett there as well, but Moses carrying it forward. Garrett on the left flank. Plays one all the way across off that backboard. Met, though, by Lachinio on that one. Turtle carrying the play forward. Garrett almost finds the dunk. Will caught an NA back pass. Lachinio now looking to carry it forward. Moses just gets a whisker on that one. Played center here. Can Overzero find the channel? Not quite. Lachinio now looking to put one between the sticks. Can't find the upper V on that one, though. And now Kronovi carries it forward. Turtle for the clear, but it's right back over to G2. And we usually see when a team is down like this in almost all sports, that team ends up being the one on the offensive half for the rest of the game. Kronovi needed that so badly.
Kronovi was completely anticipating Lachinio's touch on that and didn't get in a position to score his own pass because he had full faith in Lachinio to perhaps knock it down or put it in a more favorable position. Clock is winding down, and I don't think G2 is going to be able to come back into this, especially as Garrett takes control from the wall and puts it in an unfavorable position. 2 goals in less than 0 seconds. It is impossible. Even if they score it here off of the putting on top of his car, I think Exodus might let this happen. Nope, Moses says he's going to be sweaty and try hard to put this on net. But Lachinio trying to score in his own net doesn't happen. G2 being good sports about it, and Exodus take the 3-game series 2-1.
GG's for everyone. Exodus winning that in style for lovely baby Giblet, who we love so much. Shout out to Gibbs in chat. It's gonna do that sellout stuff, so maybe he notices me. I love him. But Exodus taking that one out.
Of his child?
Giblet?
Oh, mistake.
I can't disclose that kind of personal information. We're really close. I can't talk to you about it. But Exodus taking it over G2 very unexpectedly. And we'll see what happens going into the finals. 2 very strong teams. Want to remind us who those are, Fickle?
Yes, it looks like going into the grand finals, we're going to have Exodus and Vindicator squaring off, and both of these two teams having insane series against their counterparts in the semifinals. But we're going to throw it to a quick music break as we get our hype finals underway, guys. And again, all of these matches are RLCS quality, and they are brought to you by none other than Pro Rivalry League. Join the Discord, join the community. This is one of the best ones I've been in by far.
I tried to fight alone. 'Cause sometimes we just don't know that we can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs, whenever our foes come by. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.
Ladies and gents, PRL is back, and a huge thank you to our lovely friend and quote-unquote colleague, Over Zero. Thanks so much for the host. Great attempt in the semis. Couldn't make it to the finals, but this is a finals of the ages. Exodus and Vindicator GG for this one. Again, my name is Chimblade, and Fickle, my co-caster, for the rest of the night with this best of 5 finals. What are your thoughts going into this?
Well, if Matt does insane stuff like that, we're in for a treat. Diving off the top of the board and pinching it on the ground. Absolute insanity already 15 seconds into this. But again, these two teams playing a best of 5 format. This is no stranger to these guys. This is what they play week in and week out in RLCS. And again, this is one of those broadcasted kind of like Foresight RLCS matches brought to you on Pro Rivalry League. So let's see how they get into it. I can never say that word right.
Pro Rivalry League. Moses, though, looking to carry it forward with Turtle off the back to himself. Doesn't find it. Garrett now in his own defensive half. Close call on that one. Gets the lead. It's a 3v2 power play now for Darkfire as he pushes this one forward. Garrett, though, has respawned in the far right corner. Matt up in the... Garrett on this one. Over now to Darkfire as he plays this one forward. Looking to carry it all the way across. Moses, though, can't find it.
Wall is traveling at insane speeds right now. Players keeping the pace up. Exodus has known to been playing very fast and very aggressive, but Vindicator, perhaps one of the only teams that will able to contest their aerial quickness, and it's a brilliant save for Matt as well as the reflexes come into play, double jumping just in time to save that fierce shot on the top of the net.
Garrett's a turtle and they find the combo. What was that? Netting it, no problem. Let's watch this replay again in silence.
Oh my Garrett. He touched the ball so low to the ground and had enough boost to get up to it and maintain momentum, completely wrecking the defense of Vindicator GG, as nobody thought that pass was going to be coming in. Turtle, I don't even think that was a shot from Turtle as much as was a pass from Garrett, completely buffooning the defense.
Yeah, they're buffoons for sure on that one. Turtle and Garrett now Darkfire, they're winning this one out, playing at center. Matt intercepts his own teammate's pass. Interesting, but it was a back pass with a Torment. Now Darkfire play this one down Torment though, can't find the pitch in the far corner. Turtle meets this one. Moses looking to blast it out of his own half. Can't do it quite yet. Over past the midfield now. Garrett doesn't find it either as Darkfire keeps it into the attacking half. Finally, Moses takes over into the attacking third for his side, but still nothing for Vindicator. They haven't put anything worthwhile on shot, although they do have three goals. It's just hasn't been enough.
Yeah, Exodus maintaining momentum here, keeping that 1-2-3 sort of pressure, the classic Rocket League pressure. Send one player up, two players back, waiting for it, rotate in, rotate back out, controlling the boost. That has been the story of this particular game so far, as Vindicator really trying to get something going, but they're having a really tough time keeping it out of their own half.
That they are. Moses puts it right back there for Garrett to finish. Garrett again. What a play from these guys. They're so strong in there. They can just blast it down at a moment's notice. 2-0, and half the game has been played.
You can see the pure fear in Darkfire sitting into the net, backing up to try to gain some kind of advantage off that ball that was put so fiercely off of the crossbar. Insane speed and an insane read from Garrett as well, getting up first and striking it down. Darkfire left in the net with flat feet.
Ooh, that's awkward. Moses needs to finish his teammate's mistake, does so. Garrett now plays it across. Matt, though, keeps it on that blue side onto his attacking half now. Matt centering this one, looking for a teammate to finish the service. Can't find it, though. Played off now by Turtle over to Torment. Torment, huge blast onto the centers. Moses there for the clear. Tap down Darkfire. Can he find the angle? A love tap. Not going to be enough, though. Torment over to Darkfire. Now Darkfire can't finish off this one just yet. 2-0. They need to make some kind of a statement here, VinGG. They are down. And Exodus, you could say that they do have a little bit extra steam coming into it because they just beat G2. And they have been, they're warmer than their opponents are.
Being warmer than your opponent is going to do you well in Antarctica. But this is Rocket League. And I have to say, both of these teams are pretty warm coming into this. But Exodus is completely outplaying Vindicator at this point. Both of their goals have been miraculous, not miraculous rather, but spectacular forms of offense, completely taking out defenders. That's how you want to create offense, not waiting for your opponent to make a mistake, but creating it yourself. And they are doing just that. As we approach the final minute of this game, I really think Vindicator, barring some kind of miracle, but this might be it. Fortune might favor Vindicator. Still in front of the net. Matt on target. So much time in front of Exodus's net, and they break down.
That was just a chaotic scene of events. What happened? Torment almost had it. Garrett and Turtle couldn't fix their teammate's mistake either. Moses might be to blame on that one, but again, Matt and the rest of the Vindicator GG team, good job of keeping themselves up the pitch, not giving up shot after shot. Took them 3 + 3 is 6. Took them 6 shots until they found the goal, but at least they have one here. The gap is slowly but surely being close from VinGG and Darkfire, carrying it all the way across. Moses and Garrett both in net. Moses needs to finish off this clear. Recentered though by Torment. Garrett finally picks it up in his own left half now. Over to the flank for Moses. Moses to Garrett. That same wall play I love seeing from all kinds of teams. We saw G2 do it in their first game in the semis. That passing up to the player on the wall who plays it right back down. That 1-2 style of play is so beautiful in Rocket League.
Vindicator GG taking a very interesting approach to defense here, letting Exodus shoot on them and not really contesting it, because they know if they try to contest Exodus in midfield, they're going to get beat even by those slightest margins. So they're trying to slow it down, let the ball rain into them. But 9 seconds remaining, we only might get to see a couple more chances from Vindicator, as Darkfire taking his time on that one, wins a 50-50, but I think Moses is going to get there and puts it down. Garrett smartly lets it drop, and Exodus takes the first game, but a lot closer than they would have wanted.
Yeah, 2-1, just one goal. Very uncomfortable lead. Even though it was a lead, it was still uncomfortable for Exodus, especially against VinGG. A lot of RLCS. Matt XD, though, is going to stay with the XD. No title needed. The XD speaks enough for his name. But looking at the stats here, Fickle, what can we see?
I see a lot of shots coming from Garrett, which you really expect, but very, very quiet game from Moses. Having one assist on the game, but I don't think it was a coordinated assist as much as it was just a little bit of he hit the ball last, and then I think Garrett scored it. But on the side of Vindicator, everybody getting involved, Matt coming out with a lot of saves as well. If I had to kind of criticize Vindicator just slightly, they're playing a little bit slow to Exodus. They're letting Exodus take their chances, and if you let Exodus take their chance, just like any other team in the RLCS, they're going to make you pay, because They have insane map awareness.
No minimap needed for either of these guys. We'll see what they can do, though, heading into game number 2 of the best of 5. So this is not all or nothing, but it is still a just as crucial of a game as any other in the series. Now played over to the far corner. Garrett off that back, plays it across. Risky still in front of his own half. Step by Matt. No, Matt actually misses out on that one. Torment as well losing out to it. It's a 2v0. Finally, Torment and Darkfire rotating in from VinGG to take care of the defense. Garrett over to Turtle. Doesn't find the connection, though. Darkfire there instead, looking to convert this one. Plays it left over to Matt. Matt looking for the passing play. The combo now. The dribble from Darkfire. Not working out either. VinGG had the first 30 seconds of total offensive pressure, but it didn't work out.
I loved in that last series where Darkfire actually recognized he had a ton of space to work with, and a blazing shot coming from Garrett doesn't work in that instance. But back onto Darkfire, knowing he's able to take a little bit of a dribble, and you kind of see him and the goalie take a Western standstill at the ball as the tumbleweed rolls across the pitch as they're forced into a one-on-one situation. That is the kind of split-second awareness that these RLCS level players have, and it's beautiful to see it when it works out. But as an aside, a minute has passed into this game. Ping-ponging is the sport we're looking at now, but eventually we're going to be playing Rocket League.
Hopefully we'll get there some point, but I'm enjoying it. You know, ping pong's fun. I'm not the best at it. I prefer it over tennis because you don't have to run at all. It's good for lazy people like me. But now Moses can't win out. Torment there instead. Turtle plays it back towards the center. Darkfire there for the pickup. Light little touch works out for him. He's got 2 people to beat still. Moses winning that one out. Now Garrett in the air. Met by Matt though. Met over to Torment. Torment, can he find the finisher on this one? Hits the woodwork. Could not find that second touch. Matt still going ham though, over to his teammate Darkfire, who still cannot stick that one between the sticks.
It was very hard to see, but the level of save that Turtle just had right there is so hard to do. Getting up preemptively to stuff out the backboard hit, actually contesting Darkfire in the air off of the shot. Often, more times than not, when the ball goes off of the backboard, the player looking at the backboard has the clear advantage. But if you're in the net, it is so difficult to read where it's going to be, how far it's going to be off of the net. But that's the kind of veterancy that these guys have, not letting a play like that work.
Yeah, and the shots coming up from Exodus, they're baiting out 2 defenders. It requires 2 defenders just to ensure that they can get the save off, which just shows how much stronger their shots are and maybe why they took that game number 1 from the series. But it's still tied up. Half the game left to play. Torment can't get this one past Turtle. Turtle as well missing on the opportunity. Garrett in the air. Darkfire wins this one out. Still caught in that far corner. Finally Torment to take it out, and Turtle meets it at the center line, playing it now from the right flank. Over center, finds that cusp we were talking about, that wall where it starts to bend. The ceiling there is a very weird little bounce that I can make off that part.
Nobody's scoring anything. 3 minutes have gone by in game number 2, but here's an opportunity. Garrett with a very, very difficult read off of the ceiling bounce. The ceiling is hard enough to bounce, hard enough to read while you're on the ground, let alone on the sidewall. But it's going to take plays like that to really break down the defense of these teams. Barring some kind of defensive mistake, you really have to create those goals and work for them. Otherwise, it's just going to be ping-ponging, just like we see.
Turtle now into the attacking half, doesn't find it, as Matt looks to carry this one out of his own right half. The shot, Torment somehow uses the woodwork as a buddy to keep that one out. Now played off the top. Turtle, can he find the impossible angle? Can't do it. Torment now playing it forward to Darkfire as they carry this ball all the way up that pitch. Garrett, though, meeting it with a stuff. Now off to the right side. Matt, though, able to intercept for just a little bit.
Matt contesting that ball in the exact situation he needed to. If Garrett was given time on that, he picked up a full tank and perhaps could have made some kind of air dribble or insane double touch off the wall happen, because he is fully capable of that. And as we see that, no, Moses finding the angle, Matt not getting the clear and forcing his teammate in a bad situation.
Yeah, Moses just orchestrating the whole game so far. He's the maestro to be looking out for. Baits 2 defenders with 2 touches. Beautiful play from him, and that's why his team is up 1-0 now. 1 minute and 9 left in the PRL Grand Finals. Off to the left side now, Moses plays this one forward off the backboard. Torment beats Garrett to the punch on that one. Carries it forward, it meets it again. That was insane. Too bad it didn't lead to anything cool, but in itself, that play and that read was very smart from him. Now Moses playing it forward off the right flank, looking for the center ball here. Can he find the channel to his teammate? Not quite. Met up instead, but Garrett actually somehow gets this one over. Darkfire there for the clear. It's a 1v3 for Garrett. Finally, Turtle rotating in, noticing some kind of defensive gap. And again, we talked about how Exodus, they don't look for gaps, they make them for themselves. That was close.
Ooh,
Garrett
close.
just takes that one out.
And it's very interesting to see. I called out Moses in the last series for not getting involved at all, but he has been the only person to score in this game, and it's looking like that's going to be the case. The passing plays, however, almost for Vindicator. Darkfire with just a little bit too much loft on that shot, catching it with the bottom of his car instead of striking it onto net. But Vindicator is pressuring Moses in a bad situation, but he manages to make the clutch save and showing up big in game number 2. However, not over yet as Darkfire puts a shot on net. Moses backflips it in, and it goes in at 0 seconds. Vindicator not out yet.
Took it all the way down to the wire. Darkfire plays this one over. Moses, maybe a bit of a panic moment for him, but still Darkfire.
That was going in.
Ties
That was
this
going
one
in
up.
regardless of what Moses did. If he makes the save off of the front flip, it goes in. If he lets it go past him, it still has enough height to beat the 0 second marker. But Vindicator need to use this momentum to score on a save from Garrett. Everybody diving across the net from Exodus. It's looking like a clown fiesta out there.
Clown Fiesta, love it. Popped a pie now. Met by Darkfire, playing it off the right side. Matt for the finish. He sneaks it past. 2 touches is all he needs. And 2 goals, 23 seconds into overtime. VinGG ties up the series.
He trapped the ball onto the backboard with 2 touches, making that shot near impossible to save. You would have already had to be dangling atop of the goal, perhaps hanging by some kind of rope or something to be able to intercept that shot. But Vindicator in the last 15 seconds of that match, counting the overtime, take it back from Exodus in game number 2, and they tie up the series.
That was insane. Again, it is a best of 5 series now, tied up 1-1 in the 2-1 win. Game number 2 of the series by VinGG. Exodus heading to game number 3 of the series. It was so close, and that overtime, actually 0 second clutch, I think it was from Darkfire that sent that one home, was insane.
I don't know, folks. I mean, I don't know what you really want more from this. Like overtime antics, an insane shot at the end of the game, and we have 3 games to go at most, right? This is now a best of 3 series. It's 1-1 on the record, so these guys are going into it now looking at a best of 3. So potentially 2 games remaining, but man, I always want to see game 5. Game 5 grand finals overtime. It does not get much closer to that, and I really, really, really hope we get there.
That's the dream. That's the dream for the viewers, for the casters. Maybe not the players. Their hearts probably don't like that, but we love it. Keeps our butts clenched and our hearts pumping. Now, VinGG did win that last game, so they have some momentum going into it, especially with the way and the fashion in which they won that last game. Darkfire now playing it up over for Torment, off the back to himself. Can't finish it. There comes Matt, though. Looks to open the scoreline. Turtle again, though, with the saves.
I don't know how such a slow animal can get up so fast and save the ball. Jumping, nonetheless. I've never known a tortoise to jump, let alone move faster than 5 miles an hour. But he is defying all animal laws, and I would know. I'm an animal myself. Turtle, insane showing so far. Already coming into this game number 3, and a shot from Garrett. Who cares about Turtle? Oh my, Garrett G.
Oh my, Garrett G. Look at that one. Played by Torment, but Garrett and Moses able to read that one, and Garrett just plays it right into that top shelf where Mother never dusts. 30 seconds down in the clock, and we already have a goal coming out from Exodus, looking to make a statement here. Darkfire and Moses now popped at that center half. Matt XD flipped wonkily on that one. Played off the backboard. Now Darkfire to meet it. No, Turtle there instead, carrying this one forward. Turtle, he drives faster than 5 miles per hour, but you as well are a platypus, and I have not met a platypus who can talk faster. 5 miles an hour, so you guys are pretty even! Oh my god.
Oh man, Garrett G. that guy really, really forms the cohesiveness of this team. Yeah. Playing absolutely all around. He's most known for his shooting, but he really creates so much turmoil and so much panic in the midfield that they feel like they have to contest him. Moses and Turtle themselves are great players as well, but really it's Garrett that shows up more times than not. If they're going to win this series, it's going to be him. But Moses on the one-on-one play tries to sneak it past Matt. Matt, man, Thankfully, he wore his brown pants.
Thankfully, yeah, that XD turn now playing it forward. Met up though by Matt as he plays it right. Moses reads that one into the far flank. Now Torment coming into the attacking third for his VinGG squad. Garrett though from Exodus there to clear it out. Matt recentering this one. Moses picks it up. Garrett now looking for the touching play forward. One touch Rocket League. Torment just keeps that one out. Darkfire now plays it over to the left half, but Garrett keeping it forward onto that attacking side of the pitch. Darkfire meets him in the air. Now Moses for the finisher. Plays it up high. Matt coming out with the epic save, using the backboard, and now Turtle back center here. Exodus just putting shot after shot, but again, some of them are not that meaningful.
They're keeping it high, which is draining the boost from Vindicator, but they're not really suffocating the rest of the field. They're leaving those 100% boosts to be taken and leaving Vindicator time to get back on it. However, Torment getting blasted on the side of the field, able to recover. But as we approach halftime, the insane shot from Garrett is all that separates these two teams. Otherwise, they are pretty much even.
Darkfire now playing it off the crossbar. Turtle there, losing out to Torment. Moses able to read that one and keep this one going forward. Matt losing to Moses. There comes Darkfire now for a blast on net. Can't find the laser beam. Maybe Matt can though. Matt
From the ceiling!
Yeah. What?
As Troot would say, from the heavens. If you didn't catch that 1v1, that is an angel descending upon the battlefield, as Garrett G might even be that haloed figure, as we love to see him in the game, coming in strong with it. And I could not imagine that save in my wildest dreams. Garrett G never failing to impress.
Insane from Garrett G now played over to himself, carrying it forward. This might be the chance for Darkfire to seal it. 1-1 and 1:48 on the clock. The tie coming in a little late from Vindicator, but it is there regardless.
Garrett, a rare mistake. That was not a clear that you want to do. He was aiming for the corner of the wall to try to force it onto the side, but he hits a flat portion of it and ends up bouncing right back in favor of Vindicator. A defensive mistake from Exodus, far and few between, but they get punished for it. But I have to credit Vindicator and Darkfire for taking a very well-placed shot when given the opportunity.
Definitely Garrett gets knocked to Kingdom Come by Matt. Moses now in a 1v1 against Torment, looking for the combination dribble. Doesn't find it. There's Turtle now on the right attacking half, carrying this one towards the middle. Garrett there as well. Garrett to blast one. It's a pop fly from Moses, but Matt first. And it's going over to the Exodus net. Garrett risky. Almost lost out. A goal on that one. Now Torment comes in. Plays it off the back to himself. Actually to Matt, rather. Matt almost finds that bottom corner. Does not convert though. Now Turtle coming in hot for the play from downtown. Moses there as well. Can't meet it as Darkfire beats him on that one. A minute left in this one and we're tied up. We might be seeing yet another overtime.
I don't know. Vindicator, in the situation they were last time, they were actually down. I don't know if they're going to actually have that kind of clutch or urgency that they had in last game, because when they turned on their offense in the last 30 seconds, it was so fast and so devastating. That was what forced them to break down Exodus. And in there, the shot from Torment. Normally it's Darkfire, but Torment being wretchful with this one.
Oh my God, Matt will say he went on a dummy run for that one. I think he was a fake. You know, like in volleyball where they jump up and then they fake it. We'll call it was one of those. We'll say it was one of those. It was all calculated, but 2-1 and at 37 left on the clock. Now I said it was going to OT, but like you said, Vindicator, when they turn on that switch, magical switch, it works out so well, and it's still going. Darkfire and Torment, the MVPs in the offense.
Matt blowing up Turtle on the side, but Garrett trying to go up for that save actually does get a touch on it, but Dark doesn't really affect the ball at all. Even though the ball trail was blue, Darkfire not being affected by the potential touch and actually playing the ball and not the man. But wait a minute, Turtle off of the kickoff, and we are not over yet. We saw Vindicator in this exact same scenario, 30 seconds remaining in the game and 1 goal down. I would not put it past Exodus to bring this to overtime.
Yeah, they've got 26 seconds left on that clock. There's the countdown for the kickoff. Moses, can he repeat what his lovely Turtle slow-paced teammate did there? Not quite. Turtle picking this one up, though. Looking to carry it forward. Matt there. Playing it up high now. Over Moses, perhaps. Yeah, it is. It floats in. What was that from downtown all the way across the map? Moses, I thought he had that.
In the words of one of the most famous casters, what a floater. As Moses doesn't get the touch on it, and I think he may have been anticipating a ceiling bounce and adjusting for it, but it cleanly falls into the net, and that might kill all momentum for Exodus unless they get a goal in the next 2 or 3 seconds. I think Vindicator is going to take game number 3.
That just might be the case. They've got 3 seconds now left on that clock, but that's going to be it here. Torment missing out on this. He's got no time, but he doesn't need it because he did win this one. And now Vindicator taking the lead in the series 2-1 up over Exodus now. And this next game, the 4th game of the series, is a crucial one because if Vindicator takes it, they win and take all the monies. If Exodus wins it instead, then we go into the Promised Land, the game 5. So we'll see what happens as we head into the next one. But any big things we saw coming here in this one?
Speaking of Promised Land, Moses again being very, very quiet on the Exodus side. Normally, Garrett runs the show, right? Shooting from all kinds of angles and scoring. It's usually the Garrett Turtle offensive duo. But Moses, with a pivotal whiff in the last 15 seconds of the game, I know he wants to have that one back, but I really want to see Moses get more involved. He's taken that role of that third rotational player, but he's so much better than that, and he really needs to maybe take a little bit more chance on the balls that he's given the opportunity to, because Vindicator is making them pay by having a lot of time to set up off of the backboard. 3 of the 4 goals that were scored there were off of the backboard touches, and Vindicator looking strong going into game number 4. However, Exodus, don't count them out yet because they are leading the pack in their groups for RLCS. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen is the story of Rocket League until we do hit that 0-0-0 on the clock. But again, it is Exodus and Vindicator here at the PRL Grand Finals, heading into game 4 of the best of 5 series. We'll see what happens as we head into this one, waiting for the scoreboard to pop up and the players to get ready. It's Turtle now up against Darkfire for the first kickoff of game 4. Turtle now playing it left. Moses there to meet him as well. Popped up high, Moses losing out to Matt on that one. No, Garrett actually gets the takeover play with his teammate on that one. Matt as well in the air, losing out for a bit. There comes Torment though. Can't finish this one out. And now Darkfire along with Moses recentered in. Garrett needs the clear, finds it over to Turtle as well. Turtle, a power shot across the floater. Matt though, coming out with the save on this one. 4:34 left on that clock. Both teams have had one attempt on net. The second one now coming in from Vindicator. Not quite. Turtle plays it up instead. Over to Moses. Moses almost found that one. Not quite though.
That was actually on target and a good recognition to be able to go up and save that. Some of the members of Vindicator were caught flat-footed. Thankfully, I believe it was Matt sweeping across, had the angle to clear it out because that redirect was actually going on the net unless interrupted. Already Moses getting into the game like I wanted to see.
Now over to the left side. Pops from Garrett. Matt somehow got the stop on that one. Now comes in Darkfire though. Carries this one over to the attacking third for his side. Maybe Darkfire can make something happen. No, Turtle there instead. For the stuff, Matt needs to meet it. They almost got split there for a moment. But Matt there for the clear. Garrett missing out now to Darkfire. Over to the left half now for Moses. Needs to keep this one out of harm's way. Keep it away from the danger that Vindicator GG can bring when they are provided with the opportunity. Now Turtle gets some boost. Plays it to the right side. Can't bring that one down though. Torment there as well. Moses comes in for a huge shot, but Darkfire coming in with the save on that one. And now Garrett up against Darkfire. Darkfire winning it out. Turtle there as well. Missing out just a little bit. 3:20 now left on the clock. We are tied up. I think at this point in the previous 3 games, we'd seen a goal, and we almost did again there from Turtle.
That would have been the dynamic duo coming into play. That was a very hot pass off into the middle for Turtle to score. Just skies it a little bit too much. And wow. Moses, there we go with the bump onto net, using his head and creating the opportunity for Turtle to put this one on target.
Turtle with a shot. Moses, I don't think he got a bump on Matt, but he faked it. Yeah, a mind game bump. So it caused the defender to jump a little bit preemptively, and once he was in the air, he could not orient his car to swing his momentum so rapidly to get to that one. Now Moses looking for another play. He sinks it in. 2-0, 3 minutes left on that clock.
I'm glad someone listens to me because I know the thousands of people out there that mute the stream, but at least Moses is listening because he is getting involved in game number 4, and that is 2 goals that I would actually credit towards him already in game number 4. If Exodus can maintain, they don't even have to create any more offense. They just have to stop Vindicator from scoring because 2 goals is a fine margin if you want to take it a little bit slower now.
Definitely is, but they do have a lot of time though. Vindicator that is, and there's 3-goal margin now. What happened? In a matter of seconds, Moses just turned on the switch and is taking them past the Red Sea.
To be fair, an insane pass from Garrett going backwards off of the wall and booty bumping it into the middle. I think the defender from Vindicator was a little bit psyched out that Turtle missed his ball and leaving Moses with a powerful bounce shot. And I think that's what you like to call the AKA the dummy run, as one player goes up for the ball and whiffs and the other player comes through and takes the shot. But Exodus looking so strong in game number 4. And I really like when people listen to me.
I mean, who doesn't, man? Everyone does. Turtle now playing it forward. Torment gets beaten out by Turtle yet again. Darkfire comes in for the stop, but it's still back in the danger zone in the penalty box there. Finally taken out of there by Matt. Garrett now plays it up high to himself, looking for the touch pass. Torment brings it down. Matt XD is there, though, to come out with the defense on that one. Garrett now back play over to Turtle. Turtle powers one up the pitch, off the backboard to himself, and he puts that one between the sticks. 4-0.
Complete breakdown from Vindicator. A beautiful back pass from Garrett as well, just to barely free it from the mitts of Vindicator. And I think the defense from Vindicator was expecting a little bit more of a 50-50 contest from their lead player, and they were caught flat-footed into the net. 4-0 for Exodus in game number 4. I really feel like this is going all the way to game number 5. At this point, it's going to take a clinical offense from Vindicator to come back into this one.
They aren't surgeons, so I don't expect a clinic, but we'll see now. Played forward to Garrett, looking to get this one past Torment. He's got 2 defenders to beat now, can't beat the first. No way he's beating the second. Moses plays it forward. Darkfire there, though. Carried across. There's Turtle for the meat in the middle. Carries it over to the attacking half. Now is Garrett. Actually rotates around back, plays it smart. Beats one, can't beat Darkfire. Darkfire now plays it into the far corner. Finally onto that attacking third of the pitch. Matt can't finish that one off. Turtle now looking to cut down the angle for Darkfire, but there comes Moses behind him. Ready for the shot. Plays it up the left wall. Turtle misses out on that one. Garrett on the ground waiting for Darkfire and Matt to make the mistake first. Meets Matt, and Garrett is still in the air somehow. Almost found the dunk on that one.
He actually contested it and was able to keep his momentum up and get a second touch on it. Didn't fool the defense, but again, I think it's time for Vindicator to let this game go and take it into game number 5. They have to shake this one off because this was a complete blowout. Vindicator getting blown out by the offensive pressure of Moses and Turtle, making it happen. And what I really like to see is, and from Exodus, even though they got beat in that really own goal to top it off, 5-0, I think someone got confused on which net we're actually supposed to be scoring on because too many have gone in their own side.
Oof, you roasted them. Man, whatever you do, they fickle.
I wouldn't be surprised if Torment actually did that on purpose because he knows this game is out of reach.
Yeah.
He's just kind of putting on a show at this point. But again,
we'll score something.
Yeah, a goal is a goal, you know.
43 seconds left, and like we said, not too big of a chance here for Vindicator. They are definitely out of it for this game, but they do have a game 5, which is where we all wanted to go. Game number 5 will be coming up shortly. 30 seconds left. Don't know if much else will happen. Maybe a goal or two, but nothing to change the tides of game number 4 now in the 5-game series. 20 seconds left on the clock. At this point, both teams just waiting out, maybe have some fun, collect themselves, get ready for the final end of the line game number 5, which decides it all.
You know what's going to change the tides of game number 5? Not even tides. You know what's going to change the ocean of game number 5? It's going to be Moses. I'm calling it right now. Moses is going to come through, part the sea that is the Vindicator GG net, and bring their team all the way to 5 games and bring this into their clinches. That is a bold prediction from me, but the way that Moses was really thinking and using his head in that game impressed me so much that I think they're going to carry their momentum into game 5.
Let's see, they all readied up. I'm about to ready up. Do not want to analyze. I just want to get into game number 5, and so does everybody else who's spectating. So heading into game 5, I hate to ask you, but I still am. Any predictions of who might take it all?
Did you not just hear all those puns? I mean, I'm not a pun machine, okay? I
thought it was just for play.
I can't just spout these off at will. Please, these are calculated. Coming into this, look, okay, all puns aside, Exodus. I really feel like Moses is going to step up once more and kind of carry that momentum from game number 4 because it was such a dominant performance. But Vindicator is not going to give up that easily, and it is going to be an insane series. If it goes to overtime, I think Vindicator will win. In regulation, I have Exodus.
Interesting. We'll see what happens. Garrett now plays it across. Turtle almost meets that one accidentally, but doesn't. Now Garrett on the left wall, playing it forward. He's upside down, belly up on the Octane. He air dribbles it in, and Moses finishes it. What the heck?
My statement stands correct because Moses scored it. We're not going to ignore everything that Garrett did right here. 4 touches all the way to the other side of the net, beating out the defense. Can I get one from you, Chim? Oh my Garrett.
Oh my Garrett. What a play on that one. Now 4:30 left on the clock. Moses over to Garrett. The plays for Exodus are so good in the air. Those kind of passes, so accurate, so perfect. Amazing.
Beautiful pass from Moses, setting his teammate up, and Garrett being the striker that we all know and love, putting it into a place where it is not able to save. Vindicator GG. This is the 7th goal in the 2 games that we've seen go unanswered. They have not put up a single goal on Exodus in the last 2 games, and looking to be an exact rerun of game number 4.
Moses, can he do it? Not quite. I am actually at a loss for words. My jaw is just to the floor at this point with the amazing plays from Exodus. You were right. Moses can do the things he has been said to have done. Now Garrett playing this one forward. Popped up high. Met, though, by Torment on this one. Off to the right side. Moses is there as well as he cleaps this one up. Garrett, can he find the finish? He was twirling like a ballerina with his pirouettes. Just couldn't finish it, though. Now Turtle looking to carry it forward. Gets it under. So close on that one.
Man, I really want to see Vindicator get back into this, and that's their opportunity. Not off the crossbar, but Moses with an epic save on the net, getting his nose just up in time, freeing it from the clutches of evil. But again, Exodus on the offense. Turtle and Garrett. Garrett gets knocked out of the way. That might be their opposition to come back on it, but able to recover so quickly and contest everything that Vindicator is trying to create, not letting it just suffocating them on their side of the field.
Oh, Turtle playing it upfield, off to himself, hits the woodwork, can't get the second touch on that one. Now Darkfire blasting one out to the left half, carrying it onto his attacking third. Garrett and Turtle both waiting on the wall. Usually you see one player waiting in the net, one on the backboard, but they both went up for just a moment there. Moses now playing it forward. Matt recenters this one, but there comes Garrett with a huge touch. Past that midfield. Torment, though, keeping it across. Garrett to the left side, stretching out the play here for Moses to carry. The wide passes are so strong, both teams looking to stretch it out, but overall, Exodus has just been doing an amazing job, especially with their passes.
Vindicator, they cannot get any pressure going. That was their best chance right there. A miss from a very tight touch attempted from Darkfire in the midfield to get it back a pass. But Exodus is just smothering them on the other side of the field. If there was a possession map right now, it would go 80-20 in favor of Exodus, let alone the goals that they scored. We haven't even seen we've seen one decent attempt on net from Vindicator, and it was blocked out by Moses. Other than that, it has been quiet from the side of Vindicator.
Back to the left side now. Matt picks this one up, plays it up. There's Moses, brings it down now. Darkfire for the play center. Garrett there as well. He carries it forward. He's having fun at this point. 2 minutes are left on that clock, and they have a pretty commanding lead, all things considered. It is 2 goals, which isn't that big of a deal, but with the way those 2 goals were scored, it is a huge deal here. Now Darkfire to put one across, but Garrett is there. Torment gets a love tap, looking to resend this one, doesn't find it. Over to Garrett. Now Garrett to Turtle, the 1-2 combo play. Works out off the post 3 times. They still can't stuff it in.
If you took that replay in slow-mo, you would have seen that Garrett and Turtle passed it to each other with getting up in the air before the pass even came. Garrett lifting his car up a slight second before Turtle, and then Turtle beans it into him. Like, Garrett didn't even get up to redirect it. Turtle passed it off of Garrett to himself. Like, that's the level of trust and communication that we're seeing from Exodus.
Turtle playing this one forward upfield. Needs the touch. Beaten out by Torment, though. Now towards the middle. Comes in Darkfire. Feels backflip, though, for him. The redirect cannot happen. Not quite from Turtle. Back middle now. Moses pops one all the way across. Might be floating in there, but it comes in at Darkfire. Now Turtle recentering this one, putting one on that Matt. Up the pitch here for Garrett to finish. Garrett to Turtle. Almost working that one out. Still in the center, though. There's Torment playing it off the right flank now. Moses comes in, though. Can't fire this one in just yet. Matt missing out on that one. Now Darkfire carries it across. 40 seconds left, and VinGG can't convert anything. Garrett almost extends their lead there.
Man, 30 seconds remaining. It is a do or die. If Vindicator does not score on this possession, I think it's going to be lights out for them.
Ooh.
And just as I say that, Moses sweeping across the net, not an epic save by any sorts, but being there just when he needs to be, coming in clutch. Game number 5, Exodus looking for more. They're still hungry. They still want more. 10 seconds. Vindicator still has an opportunity. Darkfire with the flick, but Moses again, a complete stone wall on the back line of Exodus. And as the clock ticks down, we have a new PRL 3v3 champions, and it is going to be Turtle, Oh My Garrett, and the Divine Prophet Moses representing Exodus. GG's.
Insane play again. Thanks so much for all the teams who came out today. I think we had something around 50 plus. Again, it is an open tournament. You can check us out every Monday. We'll be here same time, same place, ProRL.com, to check up on all our Rocket League tournaments, including our one Battle Right tournament of the week so far. It's all we have, but we'll be getting more of those in if you guys like them. We had a great showing on Saturday. Hope to continue those for a little while now. And again, thank you so much to the lovely people in chat, or not so lovely, whatever you are. We love you for being
they're
here.
all lovely.
They're all lovely.
Every single
all right.
person
except
in
for
chat
Tog. Except
is
for Tog.
lovely, except for Shice. Every single person in chat is lovely. And as I have the mic, I'm just going to go ahead and shout out the other beautiful PRL members doing all the grunt work in the back. You don't see it, guys, but they put on so much work making the moderation and doing all the other tournaments. Like we have 1v1s on Thursdays, 2v2s on Sundays, and a new to the roster, a Battle Right 2v2 coming up on Saturday. So join our Discord, ! Discord. Join the community. There's so many good people in here that love to chat with you guys. Join our tournaments. This is the quality that you get. This is what you could potentially be playing in.
Yeah, and even if you lose to Team like Exodus, we're not going to blame you. It's a great learning experience. And again, come check us out on our Discord and our site, ProRoll.com. Subscribe, like, and share. Kappa Kappa. This is not YouTube, but do all the good stuff.
We do
you know
have a
what
YouTube,
though. We do have a YouTube, though. We do. We post all of our VODs on here, and make sure to come back next week because we will have more. And again, this is Pro Rivalry League. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Nah.